weather the storm. You learn how to gain confidence after you lose confidence. You learn how to reset your mind. I mean, there's so many things going on aside from the physical aspect, the physical, technical aspect of the fight game. There's so many mental pieces to this puzzle.
Absolutely. And in multiple fights, you can have a dominant first round. You can have a okay first round. You can have a 50-50 first round. You never know. You have to different options every single time.
But you feel it. As a fighter, you feel what's
right.
happening in this fight. And you feel if your opponent has more forward momentum or forward pressure, has more confidence. That would have been a nice head kick had it have landed.
An inch. Brooks definitely seems like he has a little bit more pop, a little bit more energy here to start round 3.
He's got to throw straight. He'll land so much more if he throws straight. And he'd have a lot more success with his kicks if he throws a jab first. If he throws an actual punch right before that kick sets it up, is a better phrase.
This is where Brooks cannot be in. When Godinez kind of has him against the ropes and in this clinch and in the telephone booth, this is where Godinez just takes huge advantage.
He's like a wet blanket tonight. I mean, he's doing a fantastic job of forward pressure and momentum. And I like that in these later rounds, he's taking a step back. You can tell he's figuring out his range.
Ooh, nice little 1-2 there by Brooks. Big counter right by Godinez. There it is again. Godinez is putting the expiration point on this fight.
He's doing a fantastic job here at countering. He's just had a great counter game tonight.
Ooh, finally nails the head kick. Godinez just shakes it off. Nice 1-2. Catches the kick once again. 10 seconds left of this fight. Round 3, this kickboxing action. Nice 1-2 there to end the fight for Godinez. Great fight, great fight.
What an opportunity for both of these gentlemen to, at this point in their career, it's not so important to win or lose. What's more important, what takes precedence in these moments in their career is that you walk out of this ring better. You learn something about yourself. You figure out a skill. You overcome something in these fights, and that is it takes far more precedence in this at this stage in your career than a win or a loss. It doesn't mean anything,
right.
The wins or the losses. You've got to learn. You've got to grow in here. And what a fantastic night for both of these gentlemen to come in and have to deal with real challenges in there.
Because as soon as one or both these men do turn pro, this night turns to 0-0.
Absolutely. And this is experience. This is experience that they get to keep for themselves, that they can take for the rest of their life and the rest of their career.
All right, guys, we will see the verdict of the kickboxing match. Godinez in the blue, Brooks in the red. Christopher James with the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for both these young men inside the ring? What a scrap. After 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the bout identically, 30-27 for your winner by unanimous decision. From the blue corner, Alexander Godinez.
Great win there by Godinez. Hopefully you guys had a great Saturday, Memorial Day weekend here in Pensacola, Florida.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now with our next bout of the evening. Please welcome into the ring, from the blue corner, Craig Perry. His opponent from the red corner, John Gunther. Gentlemen, here we go with our next bout of the evening. A little MMA coming your way. Brought to you by Regenerative Labs. Joining us tonight up on the Pensacola Bay Center party deck. Welcome to the fun, y'all. This one is set for three-minute rounds in the welterweight division. And when the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Mr. Jonathan Thresher. And now, let's meet our fighters. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6 feet and weighing in at 172 pounds. Tonight, he makes his debut. Representing Rising Sun MMA and fighting out of Alachua, Florida, please welcome Craig Perry. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 11 and weighing in at 170.2 pounds. All right, he comes to the ring with a record of 0 wins and 2 defeats. Representing Team Remini and fighting out of Pace, Florida, please welcome John Gunther.
All right, here we go, guys. Our first mixed martial arts fight of the night. Gunther in the red, Perry out of the blue.
Oh,
Big shot.
Jeez. Yeah, I would wrestle too. Great takedown there. That was a fantastic job of getting straight to the mat, right past the guard, and in full mount.
This is where the not cage and ropes could be beneficial, could hurt him. Let's see. Gunther throwing a little hammer fist right here.
Gunther's doing a fantastic job of grapevining the legs and kind of heavy hips here,
Yeah.
and keeping his opponent down and staying and remaining in control, and already in head. Beautiful head and arm.
This could be it, Pearl. This could be it.
Oh, that's tight. That's tight. Let's see. He's got to answer his phone here. He's got to grab his leg or answer his phone. Well, that'll work. That'll work.
John Gunther's trying to end this fight. That is the tap.
Wow.
Gunther gets the submission win in round 1.
Fantastic adjustment by Gunther here tonight.
Wow, Pearl, Gunther takes a shot early in round 1, goes to wrestling, gets him down, and gets the submission victory. Woo.
Beautiful job. He felt that power.
Yeah.
He realized very quickly he wanted no part in that.
Yep.
Took the fight down, got a great takedown, immediately transitioned into a full mount, and set up a beautiful finishing submission.
And we've been hearing Gunther's name with a lot of potential around him for a little bit, over around a year and a half. He's 0-2 as an amateur. To finally kind of fulfill and get that win, that could be the catapult to his professional career. We'll see.
Absolutely, and like I said, especially at this point in your career, the wins that doesn't mean anything. It just shows you have experience. Those are lessons. He had 2 lessons, and today, he was able to, that paid off. Those lessons paid off tonight.
He passed. He got an 8 tonight.
Great job, immediately finished that fight.
Check out this highlight right there. Look at the tap. We love to see the mount.
Just a beautiful transition there.
Yeah.
Beautiful adjustment there.
Wow. Great submission win by John Gunther. With the official results, we go to the ring right now with Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Jonathan Thrasher, steps in and calls a halt to the bout at 1 minute and 9 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner by submission due to a head and arm choke from the red corner, John Gunther.
We had boxing. We went to kickboxing. That was our first MMA fight. Didn't last a minute and a half, and now I think we're going to transition back into boxing. We got our guy Duan Polk versus J.C. Rhodes coming up next. This should be a very fun fight here. We get the boxing gloves back on. We get those Roy Jones Jr. boxing gloves back on.
And both gentlemen have, they're very similar. Three, 4 fights. This should be a fun fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep the party rolling on. Some more action coming your way right now. A little boxing stepping into the ring. Please welcome from the red corner, Duan Polk. please welcome his opponent from the red corner, J.C. Rhodes. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our next bout of the evening. Brought to you by Fight Bananas. Set for 3 2-minute rounds of boxing in the super middleweight division. And when the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Mr. Jonathan Thrasher. And now, let's meet our boxers. First, boxing out of the blue corner, standing 5'9" and weighing in at 169 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 3 wins and 1 defeat. Representing Empire Boxing and fighting out of Houston, Texas. Please welcome Dewan Polk. And his opponent boxing out of the red corner, standing 6'2" and weighing in 172 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a perfect record, 3 wins and 0 defeats. Representing Blake Singley Boxing and fighting out of Mobile, Alabama, please welcome J.C. Rhodes.
Pearl, I heard that special name, Blake Singley. His boxing crew's been on fire right now.
Wow.
J.C. Rhodes in the red out of Blake Singley's team. Dewan Polk out of the blue corner. Here we go.
Rhodes looks so composed here. So composed, so sound. And not that Dewan doesn't, that Polk doesn't, but I just seen the difference in the demeanor between the two.
Rhodes has a little snap to that jab. I like it.
Yeah, both gentlemen figuring
nice
out their
1-2.
range. Yeah, both gentlemen are here figuring out their range, finding their targets.
Rhodes with a little wake-up call halfway through round 1. See if ref lets him work.
Nice job by both gentlemen there.
For when you have boxing matches, do you love if the ref lets you work when you guys can get tangled up, or you like, hey, when you get tangled up, you want to be broken up right away?
Yeah, no, I do. I like, and even in grappling, I think that it's always better when you can work it out yourself, or between the two of you, you guys figure it out. Whenever someone touches, they disrupt your thinking, they disrupt your timing, the feeling, and those are really important aspects to the fight, is the feeling and it being in the moment. Great job there, shooking him off.
Rhodes is definitely putting the more of the pressure here in the last 30, 45 seconds.
He is, but Polk's got the timing down right now, and he's doing a fantastic job, like you see, countering, staying calm and composed in the pocket, and finding his little openings.
Good movement by both men.
Yes, I agree. I think that Rhodes seems to have much more success on the outside, and as he's moving here, he seems to be finding more success than getting tight in the pocket and trying to fight there. I mean, Polk just has the timing and the counter striking down right now in this moment.
And one man to another, I'm a little jealous of Mr. Polk's calves, all right? Holy
That is interesting. I did not notice that. That would be a man that would notice that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, great first round right there of action right there. Uber close. You know, Rhodes definitely maybe led the dance a little bit more, but Polk had his little back and forth. So really close round one.
I agree. That was a very, very close round. Both gentlemen were able to land big shots. Both gentlemen got hit by big shots.
Right. Here's the highlights right here.
And let's see. Like this is Polk here. Look at that counter striking, man. He's doing a great job there. That shuck.
Beautiful, beautiful.
And look, staying tight in the pocket, staying tight, staying technically, defensively sound.
That's a great first round by both men.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Dave.
Let's see, guys. Round two. Polk in the blue corner, Rhodes coming out of the red. Polk trying to lead the dance a little bit with the jab. We're live here, guys, at the Pensacola Bay Center for Island Fight 72. Pearl Gonzalez, Dave Van Auken.
I think when it comes to the power, it almost looks like Rhodes has slight advantage there. Nice little showcase of dominance there.
Looked like a bump of heads. Rhodes is putting it on him here.
Oh, he was not happy by that. Oh.
Wow, big shots throwing right now.
Emotional fighting here. Both gentlemen are going to have to hash this out. I love it.
He's like, oh, you picked me up? Okay.
Exactly. Look, he's upset.
Wow, Rhodes is throwing heavy midway through round two.
He's exerting a lot of energy, too. I think that Polk is doing a great job of staying composed. You can tell that Rhodes is emotional in this moment right now. And sometimes you need that emotion to kind of kickstart you where you want to be in the fight. But Polk is doing a great job of not allowing that energy to overcome him and kind of fall into that same sort of fight. He's staying technical and he's staying composed.
This is to a layman term. When I'm at home and I get emotional and I'm telling someone to do the dishes around the house, I start to lose my energy. So as I'm going to change this into the boxing round, I would assume Rhodes, with more emotion in this round, probably use more of his gas tank. Is that fair to say?
Potentially. I mean, it depends. I think so, yes. You can tell. Look at the strikes. He's grimacing as he's striking. You can tell he's letting a lot of energy go. But I will say this. I think he took that second round because of that. And sometimes you need that aggression, that emotion to take a ground, especially when the fight is very close like this one is here. He had to establish dominance. He had to establish some sort of real estate in this fight. You saw in the beginning, Polk picked him up and tried to kind of chest up on him, and Rhodes responded.
There's our guy, AB, Alan Belcher, in the corner of J.C. Rhodes. Belcher just had a beautiful knockout 2 weeks ago at Game Bred Boxing. He's fighting Frank Tate in a huge main event heavyweight contender fight, Bare Knuckle FC, I believe June 11th.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Bare Knuckle, you can send the check my way. You're welcome. This could be the deciding round three. Yeah, Polk definitely looks more composed. Nice little counter there to start off round three by Polk.
I love how sound Polk is. He's staying in his shell. He's staying in his stance.
He has a very veteranship to him. He just
composure.
It kind of oozes out. Big shot. Ooh, Polk is letting it go.
Nice. Very nice body work and inside work by Polk.
Belcher's yelling at Rhodes, telling him in and out, in and out. Polk is taking the center of the ring.
Ooh.
Big body shot there by Polk.
Landing big shots. And that's beautiful, you know, getting that body work in. He can tell that Rhodes came in and he let go of some of that gas tank in that second round, and now he can allow for some of his gas. He can let go of some of his gas, if that's the right way to say it, Dave.
Halfway through round 3, razor sharp round, razor sharp fight. Polk is in the center. Rhodes is dancing around, getting a couple shots off here.
Yeah, he's got fantastic movement in this fight. I love his lateral movement in this fight. But I'm going to give it to Polk as far as controlling the ring here and having and remaining and keeping in control in this third round, the center, and owning the ring.
We're going to go to the old, looks like Rhodes is throwing more shots, but I think Polk's shots is probably a little bit more significant, maybe a little bit more cleaner. Really close fight. That was the end of round 3, Polk versus Rhodes. Alan Belcher wanted one more round. He wanted a 4th. Great fight by both men. And again, you know, we're talking about lessons all night long so far for all these amateur fighters, but how important is it to get, you know, this is going to be a razor sharp victory for whoever wins this fight. You know, should that give them a little bit more of the confidence boost, or at the end of the day, it's like, hey, this is a lesson for both men. Shouldn't really matter who wins and loses.
On the amateur level, I think this is, it's more important to just get the experience to understand. Both gentlemen here did some very, very good things in here, and both made mistakes, and that's what we're here for, is to learn and get better. And I think that as an amateur, if you can take that emphasis off of having to win, having to have these incredible moments, and just learning the fight, taking every second and utilizing it to the best of your ability to get better, so that when you get to that professional level, you are composed, you are experienced, and you are prepared for whatever presents itself.
And one thing you said that was beautiful, it's not even about the lessons of the physical, the lessons of the emotional side or the mental side of the fight game. Maybe in a future fight, J.C. Rhodes, when something happens, doesn't go his way, he might not get as emotional because he went through this tonight here at Island Fight 72.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think that he had a very dominant third round, or was it second round?
Second round.
A very dominant second round, and I think that it was great, but that third round, he didn't have the gas that he had in that second.
Maybe that was the emotional tear. All right, here we go, the verdict with our ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards for a decision. The scoring is as follows: 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28. For your winner, by unanimous decision, from the red corner, J.C. Rhodes.
Great performance. Both gentlemen should be very proud of themselves. It was a great fight.
Couple 30-27s in there. All right, guys, we are going back to the MMA side. Very excited for this fight as well. Red corner, Jesse DeBoard. In the blue corner, Xavier Zell. This should be a fun one, guys. Buckle up. Back to mixed martial arts.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep it rolling on right now with our next bout of the evening. MMA coming at you. Please welcome, from the blue corner, Xavier Zell. Please welcome his opponent making his way from the red corner, Jesse DeBoard.
All right, here comes the tail of the tape. Right, guys, here, Jesse out of the red, age 42, record 3-3, height 6 foot and reach 73. Xavier, age of 34, 1-0, same height, reach at 74 in the lightweight division. And elbows will be allowed here, guys. This will be a fun one. Let's go right now with the ring announcer, Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now with our next bout of the evening. Brought to you by Island Fit Nutrition. Set for three-minute rounds in the lightweight division. And when the action starts inside the cage, our referee, Mr. Jonathan Thrasher. And now, let's meet our fighters. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 6'1" and weighing in 156 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 1 win and 0 defeats. Representing the Kuzushi Club and fighting out of Pensacola, Florida, please welcome Xavier Zell.
Xavier has a little Sean O'Malley feel to him.
And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, standing 6 feet and weighing 155 pounds. Tonight, he comes in as a 13-fight veteran, representing Freight Train MMA and fighting out of Crestview, Florida. Please welcome Jesse DeBoard.
All right, our second MMA contest of the night. The first one went around a minute and a half to a beautiful submission win by John Gunther. This should be fun, guys. Xavier out of the blue, Jesse out of the red corner.
Jesse looks fantastic for 42 years old.
Jeez.
Incredible.
My wife is like, come on, Dave. You know, let's get in shape a little bit now.
Especially when you got Jesse here in front of you. Jeez.
Beautiful inside leg kick there by Xavier. His corner was yelling at Xavier already to set it up. Don't want to get too loose.
Nice
Just
right
like that.
hand.
Yeah, Jesse's more compact, ready to counter.
Very composed, but he's I don't know if he's trying to figure out his range or his timing. Okay, all right, he was.
Now we're grappling. We are in grappling city. Action right in front of us.
Oh, beautiful
Ooh,
takedown.
beautiful by Xavier.
Beautiful little, I don't even know what to call that. That's like a lateral drop sort of takedown.
I call it a freaking great takedown. Xavier's trying to ground and pound here, maybe to try to sniff out a win, looking for a submission, trying to grab the right arm of Jesse.
He's doing a great job of stapling that arm down, forcing Jesse to turn to his back here.
Yeah, Jesse should try to slide out of this.
Oh.
Xavier just closed that door. Oh, beautiful
Oh,
back
beautiful
elbow by
elbow there.
Jesse. Woo.
I think Jesse needs to get to his feet at this point. He's
Or something. He's got to, got to create something. Oh, this can be it. The rear naked is in. And there's the tap right there by Xavier.
great job by Xavier to come into this fight, take initiative,
Wow.
take control, find his submission, and finish this fight.
Multiple transitions. He went for an arm, he was on top, he was on the back. Xavier's the real deal, guys. Watch out. That's 2-0.
Had a beautiful valley drop. I cannot think of the judo technical term right now, but a beautiful valley drop. Takedown to get that to the mat. Didn't have that rear naked choke, but immediately transitioned until he did. Fantastic job.
I love the stand-up, too, by Xavier. He had a beautiful leg kick. He had a nice little straight left. He's long. He's lean. What a nice little prospect on our hands here at Island Fights.
Great job just taking initiative. I think that sometimes in these fights, in these big moments, when you're under these bright lights, if the opponent is hesitant, that kind of is easy to come on you and
Right.
just
Right.
make you uncertain
Sure.
in the moment. And he just took initiative, did not allow for Jesse at all to do anything in this fight as far as leading the dance.
Yeah, it can throw you off if in sparring and practice, when your coach says go, you go. Here's the highlights, though, real quick.
Beautiful job here on the back. He's got a great seat belt here. Good control here. Jesse's just kind of staying in this position here, waiting for something, and I think that was his biggest mistake, was waiting. Obviously, he was waiting for that big elbow here, but that was his problem in this fight, is he waited and he allowed for this to happen. He allowed for his opponent to take control.
And the verdict, Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Jonathan Thrasher, steps in and calls a halt to the bout at 1 minute and 45 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner by submission due to a rear naked choke from the blue corner, Xavier Sell.
Great fight. Very respectful, both men. All right, guys, we are keeping it rolling, guys. We have 17 fights in front of us. We're going to keep the action rolling back into MMA. Oh, this should be a fun one right here, guys. In the right corner, we got Daniel Riveron. In the blue, Mr. Muhammad. This should be a great, great fight. We had matchmaker Devin Adams talk to us about this one. Two hot prospects.
Agreed. One coming out of Sanford, the other out of Black Orchid Martial Arts.
Sanford MMA?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, Jim.
Absolutely.
They got some guys down there.
They've got great. That's a fantastic facility down there.
Gilbert Burns, Brendan Alden Allen, Michael Chandler.
Just a couple names.
Yeah,
Just a couple.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's keep the party rolling. Pensacola, make some noise! Please welcome into the ring from the blue corner, Shuaib Muhammad. And now, please welcome his opponent from the red corner, Daniel Riveron.
And 70 both weighing in at 146. Muhammad, 28 years old, height 5'8", record 0-1. Here we go, Pearl, with our ring announcer, Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our next bout of the evening. Some more MMA action coming at you. Brought to you by NRG Consultants. This one is set for three-minute rounds in the featherweight division. And when the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Mr. Jonathan Thrasher. And now, let's meet our fighters. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'8" and weighing in at 146 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the record with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat. Representing Black Orchid and Team X3, fighting out of Atlanta, Georgia. Please welcome Shoaib Mohammed. His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'10" and weighing in at 146 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 2 wins and 1 defeat. Representing Sanford MMA and fighting out of Miami, Florida, please welcome Daniel Riveron.
Shout out to our sponsor again, Tree 05. Daniel's out of Miami. He might know a little bit about that.
Oh my goodness, what an opening. I don't even know how to say it. Riveron looking dead at his opponent and pointing right at his chest, telling him, I'm going to beat you. It was very interesting to watch.
Beautiful jab, beautiful leg kick. Goes into wrestling city mode.
He's strong and very powerful.
Daniel's
And
trying
clearly
to pass here.
very athletic.
Yeah, Sanford MMA, guys, we might have another huge prospect in front of us. Daniel's trying to pass.
He's doing a great job here of keeping Riveron connected to him, which is not allowing for any damage to be done here. And although he's not creating any offense for himself, he is doing a very good job of protecting himself in this fight and almost getting to his feet.
Beautiful
Look at that.
by Muhammad. Got his back though.
And he's staying heavy here, though. He's staying heavy. Kind of bulldogging Rivron down.
Beautiful work here, like you said, by Muhammad. Beautiful transitions.
He seems to be overwhelmed in this moment here, and has got to find some composure here, because it does look like he's letting go a lot of his energy right now in this moment.
Well, you know this, Pearl. Wrestlers can do this day in, day out, all day, all night. Looks like Daniel can be just primed to do this for multiple rounds.
And Rivron already in a high mount here. Oh, look, his nose is bleeding. Interesting.
Big shots coming here by Daniel.
He's not stopping, though. He's not stopping to protect himself. He's still posturing and posting on the mat, trying to get back to his feet.
Trying to make Tito Ortiz proud right here with the ground and pound.
Rivron doing a great job of posting right on Muhammad's neck. Oh, those are big shots.
The ref is right beside it, looking at the action.
Muhammad is striking, and he needs to be grappling right here, and it looks like it's going to be over soon.
Donkey Kong, and there we go. Daniel Rivron.
Wow.
With a TKO finish.
Beautiful performance by Rivron. This young fighter here is clearly a star in the making. From start to finish, as soon as he stepped in this ring, amazing sportsmanship. Showcased that he's coming in here to win, looked right over at his opponent, let him know that he's coming in and taking this kill, and did exactly what he said he was going to.
The great Brock Weaver talked to me before this night, and you know, he's really excited for the main event. Of course, for Josh Mayo, another one he said was, watch out for Daniel Rivron. Look at these
Look at those hammer fists. Those are vicious, vicious strikes.
And he still doesn't look like he's breathing hard. I'm telling you, this man can go for multiple rounds. Goes right to the matchmakers, Devin Adams, Brock Weaver. Says he wants more.
I want to know what strike caused his nose to bleed, because I don't recall seeing him get hit at all. I'm wondering if that was from a headbutt.
Right. Maybe when he was on top in some of the ground and pound, he's thrown his face into Muhammad's shoulder.
And poor Muhammad, his head's lumped up. Took some those hammer fists were devastating. They were devastating. What a fantastic way, especially when you're in a mount and you're in a dominant position and you have your opponent that's on the bottom trying to tie up your arms and keeping these frames, these very linear frames. You have to find a way around. And big strikes don't necessarily work, because it's very easy to post on the biceps or the forearms to stop the strikes. Rivron did a fantastic job with those heavy, vicious hammer fists that come straight down the pipe. It's very hard to stop and defend those.
Unbelievable. 3 MMA fights, 3 MMA first round finishes with our official results.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Jonathan Thrasher, steps in and calls a halt at about 2:17 of round number 1. Declaring your winner by TKO from the red corner, Daniel Rivron.
This young gentleman is a specimen, an athletic specimen. Very excited to watch his amateur career unfold.
Here's the replay again right here, guys. Daniel, big punches here, and then all of a sudden he's like, I remember Donkey Kong. I remember playing these games on Nintendo 64. Boom, boom.
Found his opening straight down the pipe. Those are so hard to stop. Those are so hard to defend.
And there's Daniel Rivron, the winner, first round TKO. And here we go, guys. We're going to transition back into boxing. Our guy Jay Oz versus Stephen Confer. This should be an exciting fight as well. Both men have fought underneath the banner multiple times here at Island Fights. Transitioning back into boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our next bout of the evening. More boxing coming at you right now. Please welcome, from the blue corner, Stephen Confer. And now, please welcome his opponent from the red corner, Jay Oz.
All right, the tail of the tape, guys. In the red corner, Jay Oz. Record 5-2, age 36. In the blue corner, Stephen Confer. Record 3-0, age of 19. Height 6'3", reach 77 inches. That's a 5-inch reach advantage. All right, guys, let's go to the introductions with our ring announcer, Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now with our next bout of the evening. Brought to you by Perdido Key Sports Bar and set for 3 2-minute rounds of boxing. When the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Mr. Larry Downs Jr. And now, let's meet our boxers. Introducing to you first, boxing out of the blue corner, standing 6'3" and weighing 169 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 5 wins and 2 defeats. Representing Fight Club and fighting out of Tallahassee, Florida. Please welcome Stephen Confer. And introducing, fighting out of the red corner, Stephen Confer's teammate, standing 5'11", weighing 169 pounds, also with a record of 5-2. Representing Fight Club and fighting out of Pensacola, Florida. Please welcome Jay Oz. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen, these two men are teammates, and they're going to throw down tonight. right here in Pensacola.
All right, guys, here we go back in the boxing action. Undefeated Steven, 3-0 out of the blue corner. Jay Oz out of the red. Steven's got a 5-inch reach advantage. Let's see if we're going to be in Jab City tonight.
Both gentlemen feeling each other out here, finding their range, finding their timing.
Jay Oz with years of experience in him. Is it more important to kind of get working in early round one because you think the gas tank will be with Steven, or you think he just got to see it and wherever the fight takes it?
I think that it depends on where you are mentally, emotionally. That was a nice, beautiful check hook there.
We heard the pop. It was like, okay. New
And
statement.
that's finding your range. That's
Right.
finding your timing. And especially they're early in their career, so they're uncertain. And you can see that right now in both of them fighting. They're uncertain of the outcome. They're uncertain whether they're going to land these shots. So you're kind of, it's a feeling out process. And there's no better learning lesson than live in the moment. This is so vital to your progression as a fighter. And you know, you can do and say and be all of these things in the gym, but when you are in front of people under these bright lights, it is a very, very different narrative.
Nice overhand right there by Jay.
Doing a great job getting right past that jab.
Nice little body work here now by Steven.
Steven has a nice jab, but there's not enough snap. He's got to snap it, and he will find a lot more success if he just puts a little bit of jazz, put a little pepper on that jab, just a little pepper.
Definitely didn't see, it seemed like it was the intensity was just a tad off. Didn't seem like it was a fight.
I think that it was because of the uncertainty for both of them, and towards the end they started to kind of find themselves, but they're both clearly very young in their career and still figuring it all out.
Here's the replays from the first round.
That was a
There's
gorgeous
that
check hook. That was the best shot of the round.
I want to give a real quick shout out to NRG Consultants. If you need any solar panels problems, go to NRG Consultants today.
Thank you for that.
Hey, you know. The check's in the mail, they say. All right, guys, round two. The undefeated Steven out of the blue corner, Jay Oz out of the red. And here we go. I expect Steven to kind of pick it up a little bit here in round two.
That jab, he just needs some pepper on it. He's got nice long strikes. He's young, you know he's athletic. And I feel like he's holding himself back a little bit. And he's just got to let it go.
You saw Jay there. Jay was kind of making faces at Steven, telling him like, bring it.
The tongue out. The tongue out. You gotta love the tongue. That's effective too. It is really. It's some mental warfare, and we talked about this earlier, Dave. There's a lot of physical challenges. There's a lot of physical hurdles that you go through in the fight. But more importantly, it's the mental aspect and what's going on inside your head in these moments here. And the tongue out, it can be demoralizing, and it can be frustrating. And you have to overcome them. You have to overcome these moments of not allowing that opponent to really live in your head, live inside your head, to just shake it off and aim for their tongue.
We say it all the time. Let's just go to the female UFC division flyweights. Every female is 126 pounds when they weigh in. You know, most of them are in the same height, right? The same range. But Valentina Shevchenko is the god right now, the go to the division. Sometimes just the mindset. Her mindset going into the fight is just unbreakable right now. She's undeniable. And sometimes this is what the fighters need to learn. It's the mindset. Get in their mind into this mode that they are unfreaking unbeatable.
What I love about Valentina is her focus, the ability to zone in and lock in on her opponent and her targets. And you're right, it's unshakable, it's unbreakable.
Jay's
And
starting to throw a little bit here at the end of round 2.
he's got great forward pressure. Great forward pressure, and he's doing a great job with his sportsmanship here. He's trying not to show that this fight is wearing on him, but as you see him go back to the corner, his hands are down, he's breathing hard, it's affecting him, but he's got a great poker face. You need a good poker face.
Like Lady Gaga said, all right, guys, here's the replay of round 2. It looks like Jay is in the driver's seat. Just definitely chasing him down, throwing more punches and bunches. Little great body shot there by Jay. All right, guys, we're going to round 3. Brett Williams is yelling at his fighter, Steven, to like, let's go. Talking about calves again. Look at Brett Williams right there. Owner and founder of Island Fights, Dean Toole. He's going to give us a grade afterwards. And like, Pearl, Dave, you were unbelievable. But Dave, knock off that damn calf talk, all right? No more of that. All right, round 3, guys, right now. Jay Oz in the red corner.
Look, both fighters have heated this up. They're cooking now.
In the telephone booth right now. Larry Downs, referee, letting him work.
Jay's, the best technique and tools he has tonight is his pressure. That pressure is key. He's not really landing big shots, and of course the mental aspect of this game for him, the mental warfare. But it's his pressure. He's not really landing too many.
Big shot here by Jay.
Yeah, shut me up, Jay. Thank you.
Big shot again. He's got him in his corner, throwing major shots here. I always thought it was so dangerous to come on the bounce back from the ropes because you're bouncing back into, you would think, strikes.
I love bouncing back into it to land some strikes, but it's a momentum thing. You've got to be able to know how to utilize your momentum. God, the mind game here.
He ends the fight.
Oh, he didn't like that.
Ref Larry Downs ends the fight. Little standing TKO. Wow, we'd love to.
I'm unsure. I'm trying to figure out and listen. I don't know why he ended that fight. Do you know?
I think he's telling I think he told him multiple times to fight back, punch back, and he just didn't, kept on fight back. What? Both of them are DQ. All right, ref Larry Downs DQ'd both men, saying they weren't throwing like they should. It wasn't a legitimate fight.
He said they were messing around. And he's not here for that. He's here for fights, okay?
Wow.
You know what? I respect that man for that.
I do. And it's so funny to say this. I'm going to say this. So Larry Downs gave me something earlier, and he sent me a picture. He goes, you can't have freedom without freedom. Larry Downs Jr. Oh, gosh, okay. Shout out to Larry Downs. I thought Jay Oz was doing work there in round 3, to be honest.
You know, but the tongue out, his hands were down, he was taking shots and playing around, and he didn't like that. And, hats off to him, because he said it. What I respect most from this, he said, they're not fighting.
Right.
And I'm not here for that.
Wow.
I'm not here to play. And I can respect that.
Absolutely. Hey, Larry Downs has been a referee. He's been in this industry for a long, long time. And you don't disrespect the ring. Don't do it.
The thing is this is a blessing, right? This is an opportunity to come out here and test your skills and put some things together. You can play around in the gym any day of the week. Anytime both of these gentlemen can go home right now and play in the gym. But when you're in front of a live audience, you know, and you're under the bright lights, it's serious, and you can tell that he doesn't think it's a joke. So I respect that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I respect that a lot. It takes a lot of work and effort to get inside this inside of a ring and fight under bright lights.
All right, here we go with the results with Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Larry Downs Jr., steps in and calls a halt to the bout at 2 minutes and 20 seconds of round number 3, disqualifying both fighters for failure to engage.
Wow, Larry Downs even with a cheer from the crowd. Ooh, here we go, guys. We will now transition into our 4th combat of the night, talking about Muay Thai here.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now, getting back to action for you. Please welcome into the ring from the blue corner, Franco Ura Morpheus. And now, please welcome his opponent from the red corner, Langston Sykes.
Here's the tale of the tape of this Muay Thai fight. Langston Sykes 1-1, age 28, 5'9", 72 weight. exactly 140. The debut of Morphus, age 20, height 5'11", reach only 1 inch longer, 73. And here we go with the ring announcer for our announcements, Christopher James.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our next bout of the evening. This one is being brought to you by Billy Clark Belmont, and it's set for 3 2-minute rounds. When the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Mr. Larry Downs Jr. And now, let's get ready for some modified Muay Thai. Fighting first, out of the blue corner, standing 5'11", weighing in at 140 pounds. Tonight, he's making his debut. Representing Train, Fight, Win, and fighting out of Tallahassee, Florida. Please welcome Franco Ula Morphis. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'10" and weighing in at 140 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 1 win and 1 defeat. Representing Rising Sun MMA, and tonight, fighting out of Liberty City, Miami, Florida. Please welcome Langston Sykes.
All right, here we go with our 5th different combat of the night, Muay Thai. Should be a very exciting fight. Morphis out of the blue corner, Langston Sykes out of the red. And here we go.
Nice.
Beautiful leg kick to start off.
Very nice leg kick. I love Muay Thai so much. I really do. I traveled to Thailand, spent months there training. It's such an amazing sport.
How's the culture over there, Thailand?
It's incredible.
Right?
It is incredible. I mean, they call it the land of the smiles, and people are just so respectful, genuine. Oh, did you see that head kick? That was razor close. It was so close to landing, and that might have been a devastating night.
Langston's throwing a little bit more in the boxing aspect, 1s and 2s.
Nice jab.
Yeah, Franco's throwing the array, leg kicks, head kicks, throwing 1s and 2s as well. Nice little kick there by Langston.
Yeah, both of these gentlemen are technical.
Beautiful combination there by Sykes. Inside leg kick there by Franco.
Nice. Beautiful slip and counter.
Just the pace of both of these men throwing, it's nonstop action.
What I love about Muay Thai is you don't see a lot of footwork. You don't see a lot of bouncing. You don't see in and out. You kind of stand right in front of each other and figure it out and hash it out. And so you have to be extremely technical. Oh, that was a big left hand. But utilizing his boxing movement and did a fantastic.
Oh my gosh! Called this head kick knockout.
Oh gosh! Incredible! I told you that kick was nasty. I got to see the replay on that. I mean, he's out still.
PG Pearl Gonzalez called it to a T.
He does such a fantastic job of stringing his legs, his hands and his legs together. It's so hard to tell what strike is coming because he blends his strikes so well. And this is the result when you can kind of master blending your strikes. Your hands to your feet to your hands as you land devastating knockouts like this.
Replay truck, get this ready.
Wow.
And it started with the left, and
yes.
Sykes didn't like it. Definitely got hit a little bit, and then kind of felt a little bit. He was throwing a little bit heavy here.
Here we go.
Throwing a little bit raw.
Look at here we go.
Not liking the action. Ducks underneath it. Franco saw it once. Are you going to duck again? Boom.
Oh my goodness. That was devastating. He's still out. Still out.
Here's another angle of the knockout. Franco times this head kick perfectly.
Impeccably. You see, he didn't even have to bring his leg wide. He did a fantastic job of pivoting on that standing leg. And that was a shin. That was like a bat to the face.
When you bring a baseball bat to the face, you don't have to swing hard.
Not at all.
Holy.
Not at all.
What a knockout here by Franco.
It was incredible. It was incredible.
2 weeks ago, we had Frank Gore's knockout went viral. We might have another one in front of us here at Island Fight 72. Unbelievable. We're happy to say that Sykes is up. Sykes is looking around, communicating.
Trying to figure out where he is, I'm sure. That was devastating. That was what makes that so devastating is nobody saw that coming. And he threw it in the he threw it in the opening of the in the beginning of the fight, and you just saw how fluid that kick was. I'd love to see that replay again.
Here we go. So it starts with the inside left.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
God.
Sports Center top 10. Are you ready?
Look at us! Oh man! One more time.
One more
Look at
time.
the answered kick, answered right there. Oh my God! He did a fantastic job of feigning the right hand and landing that nasty right kick.
To the official results, Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Larry Downs Jr., steps in and calls a halt to the bout at 1 minute and 55 seconds of round number 1. Declared your winner by knockout, Franco Morfez.
All right, guys, we will transition back into boxing. Here we go, here we go. What a knockout, though. Franco has made a statement here at Island Fight 72. Bringing in his flag into the Island Fights ring. Wow, what a performance. Could be performance of the night. Maybe he gets the $50,000 bonus here at Island Fight 72. All right.
Incredible.
Yeah. And here we go, guys. Back into boxing. Here are the big boys, the heavyweights. We saw Mr. Klint Harvey 2 weeks ago. He was in the corner of Alan Belcher. Now he's here fighting versus Brandon McDowell.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now with our next bout of the evening. Some more boxing coming your way. Please welcome from the blue corner, Brandon McDowell. And now, please welcome his opponent from the red corner, Klint Harvey.
This is the tail of the tape we definitely want to see, guys. Klint Harvey, height 6'7". That is not a typo, guys. Record 3-1. Tender age of 26. Reach 86 on the reach. Weight 260. Unbelievable. Brandon, guys, 1-0. Age 28. Height 640. Reach of his own 77 to 232. Two absolute monsters in here, Pearl. Let's go with Christopher James with the announcements.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now with our next bout of the evening. Brought to you by BeachBilly.com. Lifestyle wear, shows, and more, man. BeachBilly.com, check them out. This one is set for 3 2-minute rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. When the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Mr. Larry Downs Jr. And now, let's meet our boxers. Introducing to you first, boxing out of the blue corner, standing 6'4", weighing 232 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 1 win and 0 defeats. Representing Smiley Academy and fighting out of Jacksonville, Florida, by way of Miami, FLA. Please welcome Brandon McDowell. And his opponent, boxing out of the red corner, standing 6'8" and weighing in 260 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 3 wins and 1 defeat. Representing American top team, D'Iberville, Mississippi, and fighting out of Ocean Springs, Mississippi, please welcome Klint Harvey.
Here we go, Pearl. When I saw this fight card, this was one I circled. 2 massive heavyweights.
Agreed. And, you know, Klint, I had an opportunity to meet and hang out with. He is one of the sweetest giants you will ever meet. Alan talked a lot about him, said he has so much, he's just so excited for him because he's naturally athletic and talented and is just growing at an impressively fast pace. And these gentlemen
He's taking
are here.
big bombs right now, Pearl.
Oh, my goodness.
Klint's on shaky legs.
Oh, geez, he's got to keep his hands up right now.
He's got to weather this storm. Brendan's throwing monster bombs, but Klint's coming back right now, guys.
I love this fight so
Chin's
much.
too high.
Oh, Jesus.
Rock 'em, sock 'em, robots.
Oh, my goodness. This is exciting. The heavyweight division in all of combat sports is one of the most exciting divisions.
It's on fire right now. Boxing, mixed martial arts.
Everywhere.
Brendan's starting to go to the body now. Look at a beautiful uppercut there by
uppercuts.
Klint. Big strike shot! Klint with the comeback!
Oh, my goodness.
Action still right in the corner.
Big left hand.
These heavyweights are throwing like flyweights so far in the first minute of this fight. Big shots by Klint.
Oh, gosh.
Nice little check left.
Oh, there you go, body shots.
Alan Belcher is yelling at Klint to set it up.
And to stay composed, stay long. He's got such such a long, lanky reach. Utilize it to the best of his ability. Fighting short does not help him. In fact, it allows and opens him up to get hit.
Big shot still thrown by both men.
They're going.
McDowell in the blue, Klint is in the red. McDowell's pushing him to the red. This is where the veteranship, this is where something experience, kind of like Klint's getting pushed around here and
oh my goodness.
almost a short elbow.
That left hook is vicious.
Wow, how did these men make it through round one?
I love it.
What a round.
What an exciting fight.
Wow. The Pensacola Bay Center's shocked right now. Look at that massive right there by Brendan McDowell. But Klint weathered the storm.
He did such a great job of weathering the storm. Had a little bit of a stanky leg in the beginning of that fight. Got his feet underneath him. Found his openings. Found his range. And was able to come back. And for him to come back after having the stanky legs,
yes,
that's how you know that he's in incredible shape.
Absolutely.
Because you don't usually come back from being that hurt.
When the stanky leg is thrown, you really don't come back sometimes from it. You know, that's it. That's the end of the night. You kind of win or you lose from that. Wow. I didn't think I would say this. Round two.
Let's see if these gentlemen throw like they did in that first. Oh, God.
Brendan is so aggressive off the bell.
And he's got vicious circular punches. He throws big, and they're heavy. They're heavy, big shots. It would be wise and best for Klint to stay very long.
Big shot there by Klint.
Stay long like that, because that's where he's going to hurt him, with long
Big
shots.
shot again. This could be the beginning of the end.
Oh, goodness. Oh,
Big
there's
right.
another one.
Upper.
Oh, he's still standing and throwing, though.
Unbelievable.
Wow. This is exciting. Both of these gentlemen are warriors.
Yeah, right now, if Klint can just back away just 6 to 8 inches to give himself more room. Alan Belcher's telling him to pick his shots. Wow, Brendan McDowell's a little bit on the leg right now.
Oh, my goodness. Klint has such a fantastic uppercut and long punches. Oh.
What a fight are we seeing? Round two, around 35 seconds left. Klint is back on the ropes.
Brandon's doing a great job of staying tight right here. This is where he's gonna gain some composure. Is staying tight in here, but protecting himself. If he can weather this storm. He's got 20 seconds. Oh, God.
Beautiful left.
Followed by a right hand. But Brandon is still coming forward. Incredible.
And this is the way he's going to have to win the fight. He's going to have to get inside, push the action.
And land these shots. Oh, my
Huge
goodness.
uppercut again by Klint. Made it through round two. And Klint wants more. Truck, we need replays. We need them. We were just seeing punches and bunches, both men throwing heavy. Klint's got a great smile in the corner, I'm not going to lie to you. Look at these shots right here.
The second round I have to give to Klint. I mean, he was just landing
Look
big
at these shots.
Look at them. And he's, not only is he ferocious, but he's consistent with his ferocity. He does not stop punching.
I challenge any man, any woman out there that's watching this fight, just stand up in your living room for 2 minutes and just throw punches against the air. And let's just see where you're at right now in round three. This is unbelievable. Both men throwing heavy shots. Could be a real close fight. Round one, you know, Brendan had maybe the biggest shot with the stanky leg there. Round two, could have went to Klint. This could be the deciding round.
You know what I love? Both of these gentlemen are having a blast in there. Both of them smiling in between these rounds. They're loving it. And that's how you have when you have a great fight, is when you're in there, you're in the moment, and you are just embracing and loving the chaos.
We talked with Alan Belcher a couple weeks ago for his fight, and he mentioned that Klint. This is an unbelievable experience for Klint to have all this time, all this energy, all this bright lights. Pensacola Base Center is absolutely packed here for Island Fight 72. This is great experience for Klint Harvey.
And he's got a whole career ahead of him. I mean, he's a very young athlete. He's very new to combat sports, and you can see the work and effort that he is putting into his skills.
Wow, big overhand right there by McDowell.
Overhand right by Brandon. Hats off to Brandon, too, who is still in here fighting after taking all of these shots.
Oh, mouthpiece. Okay, we both get a little 10 seconds. We both
They
breathe.
need it. You know what? They earned that. They earned that.
I thought Larry Downs was going to throw something on the ground for both men. What a great fight, round 3. McDowell, Harvey. Big shot there by Klint.
Beautiful. Bobbing and weaving and countering by Klint.
Oh, nice little uppercut there again by Klint.
God, he's got great uppercuts for such
He
a
does.
long, tall man.
20 seconds left of this fight.
Oh.
Both men still throwing
Oh,
big
goodness.
shots.
Oh my goodness! They're both still throwing. Oh,
Huge
goodness.
uppercut.
Oh.
Wow.
What a fun fight.
What a fight right there. Brandon McDowell, Klint Harvey. Incredible. We got PG that's going to talk to the winner. What a fight. Look at these highlights right now. Big overhand right there by Klint. There's the uppercut. Over and over. Seems like Klint knew when he had his, when they did get close, Klint was throwing that uppercut with precision and power. What a great fight. Guys, we've seen 1-minute knockouts. We've seen head kick knockouts. We've seen beautiful submission game. So far, Island Fight 72 has delivered. The judges are adding up their totals. Great experience for both men. Hats off to both men. Win or lose or draw. Brandon McDowell, hats off. Klint Harvey. The scorecards are in. We're going to have Christopher James give the verdict, and then Pearl Gonzalez talks to the winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for these two men inside the ring? After 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored the bout identically, 29-28, for your winner by unanimous decision. From the red corner, Klint Harvey.
Pensacola, make some noise! I am here with your winner, Klint. Klint, that was an incredible fight. Tell me, what was it like?
It was a lot of fun. That's about all I can say. It was a blast.
You had a fantastic hook for such a big man. Was that the game plan, to come in and utilize that against a shorter opponent?
It was definitely one of the things we had. I mean, we was really going to focus on my jab. I kind of went off game plan, but I had a good time.
We enjoyed that very much. When would you like to get back in here?
Huh?
When would you like to get back in here?
As soon as possible.
Ladies and next week, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Klint Harvey.
Congratulations, guys. All right, we're going to have some fun now. We will transition into kickboxing. We got our guys. We have an 18-year-old Caleb Mocher, an absolute standout Uber prospect, and he's going to fight a cameraman, Edward Martinez. This fight is going to happen. This was on no notice at all. Eddie Martinez, Fight Bananas, Fusion XL Performance out there doing his thing. Took the fight on 0-minute notice, and he's out here going to kickbox. What an unbelievable heart and effort by the one and only Edward Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our next bout of the evening. Kickboxing coming at you. Please welcome, from the blue corner, Caleb Muchler. Please welcome his opponent, making his way from the red corner, Eddie Martinez.
Go. Oh my goodness. Tail of the tape, guys. 1-1, age 18 for Caleb, 5'10", 72. The debut of Eddie Martinez, age 36, height 5'7", reached 69 and 159 weight. What a show we just saw in the entrances. Let's go to the show right now. Eddie Martinez show.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our next bout of the evening. Kickboxing coming your way. Brought to you by our friends at Regenerative Labs up on the party deck. This one is set for 3 2-minute rounds. And when the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Larry Downs Jr. And now, let's meet our kickboxers. Introducing first, working out of the blue corner, standing 5'10", weighing 154 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat. Representing Core MMA and fighting out of Pensacola, Florida, please welcome Caleb Muchler. And his opponent, working out of the red corner, standing 5'7", weighing in at 159 pounds. Tonight, he makes his debut. Representing Fight Bananas and fighting out of Orlando, Florida. Took this fight on 12 hours notice. Give it up for Eddie Martinez.
All right, guys, here we go. Caleb out of the blue, Eddie out of the red, and we have a fight. Leg kick by Eddie, throws the right. Caleb throwing big shots. Eddie's using the pressure right now, pushing Caleb into the corner. Big overhand right.
I was going to say, he's taking those shots like a champ.
Eddie's got his chin up. Big leg kick there by Caleb. Oh, big overhand right there by Caleb.
He shook it off. He's good. He's good. Eddie said he's a 3rd-degree black belt in Taekwondo. Had about 25 competitions while he was training, so he has experience. He has. I don't know if he's been in this sort of environment, but he has had. Ooh,
beautiful leg kick.
Beautiful leg kick there.
And Eddie wanted to make sure we do get a shout out to his beautiful wife Megan, his 2 boys Ari and Finn.
And Fusion Excel Gym.
Wow, there you go. Nice head movement. Got to keep the chin down. Eddie's still in this fight, 1 minute into the first round.
Oh, he's okay.
Nice
He's
check.
checking his kicks. Woo.
Throwing more punches. I thought I was going to see a lot of leg kicks here by Eddie Martinez. Eddie's throwing.
Wow,
Wow,
look at
nice
that.
little catch there.
Great composure.
45 seconds left. Oh, nice little check there by Eddie Martinez.
Beautiful job. Beautiful job.
Eddie's getting the chance here at the Pensacola Bay Center.
Oh, man, what an experience for Eddie.
Circling nice little straight hand, right? Nice shot there by Caleb. 10 seconds of round 1. He's gonna get through. Nice little body shot there. Throwing punches and bunches for Eddie. And makes it out of round 1. Here we go. SD Dumez in the corner. Kyle in the corner. I don't know if we have highlights. We should have multiple highlights there. Eddie Martinez. Beautiful, actually, leg kick. A leg check was one of the great ones. There it was right there. Look.
Fantastic leg check there.
Let's see the right hand. Boom, little uppercut, actually a little left right here. Oh, the right slips through.
He's doing a great job of keeping his distance. You can tell that from his years of experience in Taekwondo, he has a good understanding of his own range. And that's impressive, especially seeing that he hasn't probably competed in about 20 years.
Unbelievable,
But
guys.
Caleb has a very stern face here. He's coming in here to win.
Eddie Martinez is living out so many people's dreams.
Caleb is coming out with immediate pressure and big shots.
It definitely looks more aggressive right now in round 2.
Oh, nice right hand counter for Eddie.
Big left. Big left by Caleb. Scott Farley's in Caleb's corner saying, end it. Let's see. Eddie Martinez transitions. Oh, nice body kick right there by Eddie Martinez.
You could see the Taekwondo experience. He likes his hands by his hips. Just ate 2 sandwiches like it was breakfast.
Man.
Or he ate 2 shots, 2 sandwiches. Oh, ate 2 knuckle sandwiches like it was. He takes those for breakfast. Jeez.
Oh, Eddie Martinez with a nice little counter. Little
Nice
uppercut
uppercuts.
there. Oh,
Oh,
takes
big
a
body
bad body shot right there.
Caleb is swinging.
Yeah,
Caleb
he's trying to end this fight.
is swinging hard.
Oh, no! Wow.
He needs the 8 count.
Oh, there it's over. What a performance.
Wow. Oh my goodness, he's got the crowd on their feet. Absolute savage, absolute savage.
Eddie Martinez gets a standing ovation. Unbelievable. The heart of Edward Martinez lives on. Great stoppage but there by Larry Downs Jr. What a performance right here, guys. A cameraman, a family man, a father, a husband, lives out his dream, takes a fight on 0-day notice, and goes almost 2 rounds with an 18-year-old killer. Unbelievable. Congratulations to Caleb on the victory, but congratulations to Eddie Martinez. Unbelievable. The crowd is still buzzing here at Island Fights, Pensacola Bay Center, Memorial Day weekend. Unbelievable. Shout outs to both guys. We have 2 winners in there tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want you to give a round of applause to both these guys. And I want to hear it a little bit more from my man Eddie. He's our photographer, and he stepped up short notice to take this fight. That's what a fighter does. Eddie. All right. Our referee, Larry Downs Jr., steps in to call the halt to the bout at 2:39 of round 2. Declare your winner by TKO, Caleb Muchler.
I am here with your winner, Caleb. What a performance. Were you surprised at all by Eddie's offense?
No.
You did a great job of adjusting from that first round to the second, utilizing the kicks to get inside. Was that part of your game plan in this fight?
Yes, ma'am. I was going to give him that first round, and the second one, it was lights out.
Great job. Fantastic opportunity and performance. Have a good night. Eddie! The crowd loves you. You took this fight on 12 hours notice. You haven't competed in 20 years. Please explain to the crowd what this experience was like for you.
Oh, shit. This is amazing. I just want to thank all of you. This is a priceless moment. Dean, I don't know where you're at, Dean, but I mean, everybody on this team. God, thank you. I love you. Thank you for giving us a platform and an opportunity to test ourselves. This is a bunch of killers out here, so I'm just happy. And Caleb, man, thank you so much. You're the man. So thank you guys so much. I'm like at a loss of words.
Can we have a little dance to end the night?
Thank you, dear. Did your mic die? Oh, shit. That was awesome. That's one of the coolest
Wow, the show has been stolen. Eddie Martinez, congratulations. All right, guys, next is a mixed martial arts contest. Eli Bonner versus Joey Torres.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our next bout of the evening. Some more MMA coming at you. Please welcome from the blue corner, Joey Torres. And now, please welcome his opponent from the red corner, Eli Bonner.
Here's the tail of the tape, guys. Eli 0-1, age 23, 5'10", 73 on the reach, weight 136. Joey Torres 1-1, age 27, height 5'8", reach 3, less of 70 in the weight of 134. This should be a great fight, guys. Let's go with our ring announcer, Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now. Let's keep this party moving on right here in Pensacola. This next bout is being brought to you by Fight Bananas, and it's set for 3-minute rounds of MMA action in the bantamweight division. When the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Jonathan Thrasher. And now, let's meet our fighters. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'8" and weighing 134 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 1 win and 1 defeat. Representing Henzo Gracie Nashville and fighting out of Nashville, Tennessee, please welcome Joey Torres. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 10 and weighing in at 136 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 0 wins and 1 defeat. Representing top tier Muay Thai and fighting out of Gulf Breeze, Florida, please welcome Eli Bonner.
Torres out of the blue corner, Bonner out of the red. We go back to mixed martial arts.
Torres instantly comes in, closes the distance, and gets a fantastic takedown.
And look, wow, had the rear naked in for a quick second. Bonner is trying to get out of anything and everything.
He is all over.
Wow.
Beautiful transition to the triangle here. Let's see if we can lock this up and go for a Carney Americana here. Nice straight armbar. Transitioning, here we go into an armbar. If he can get, oh, beautiful job getting his arm back. That was a fantastic job. Fantastic defense.
By Bonner, but he has the arm here.
It's in, that's tight. That's it. Oh,
Yeah, he tapped.
oh my goodness, okay.
He tapped.
Wow.
Wow.
Beautiful transitions. He knew exactly what he came here to do tonight.
Joey Torres looked like a 25 veteran UFC. He just,
Oh my goodness, he looked
Wow.
fantastic.
wow.
Instantly got the takedown, went straight for the transitions, took the back, utilized it very well, locked in a triangle, which ultimately set up the armbar. Didn't get the armbar right away, found it belly down. Beautiful, beautiful job.
Wow, what a performance there. And Eli definitely fought. Three
He
different
didn't have an opportunity. He
Right,
did not have an
right.
opportunity. Joey did not give him an inch. Here, look at this beautiful transition. Has the straight armbar, belly down. That is nasty. I didn't see the tap. He must have verbally tapped. Ooh, that arm looks hurt. Let's see here. Triangle. Utilize the triangle to set up a beautiful belly down armbar here. I mean, that was in tight. That was so tight. I am sure his arm is not doing too well.
Wow, look, you got Josh Mayo there in the corner, the main event for the Featherweight Championship. Keith Herndon, Brett Williams, Brandon Thompson. That's a corner right there, you know? That's a team.
Absolutely. And very stoic is Joey Torres. He came in again and just knew what he was going to do, determined and unwilling to take any other answer.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Jonathan Thrasher, steps in and calls a halt to the bout at 50 seconds of round number 1. Declaring your winner by submission due to an armbar from the blue corner, Joey Torres.
I am here with your winner, Joey. You came in, you instantly went for the kill. Was that the game plan?
Yeah, it was the game plan. I just wanted to come in. Sorry about popping his arm. I wasn't going to stop till the ref pulled me off, but I was just going to shoot in, go for the submission, and do my thing.
You did a great job. As soon as you got the takedown, transitioned from the back, utilized the triangle to set up the belly down. As soon as you got that arm, it was yours for the taking.
Yeah, that's what we do up in Nashville. I just want to thank all my training partners, Avin Amanjmai, Alex Joss, Alex Pergande, Mac McCabe, Carson Thimpid, Freddie Pedrick, my corners, Heath, Ross, and Brett, Brandon, and Mayo. Guys, you guys are in for a treat tonight.
Thank you so much for a fantastic performance. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Joey Torres.
Wow, congratulations, Joey Torres. Can't wait to see him back here under the Island Fights lights. All right, let's transition back into boxing. Fan favorite Gavin Conley will take on Vinny Navarro.
Ladies and gentlemen, going to keep this party moving on right here in Pensacola, Florida. Please welcome our next two fighters to the ring. First, from the blue corner, Vinny Navarro. And now, please welcome his opponent, Gavin Conley.
Here we go. We have Gavin Conley versus Vinny Navarro. Gavin is 4-2 against Vinny, who's 5-2. 20 for Gavin to 29 for Vinny, and a 1-inch reach advantage for Vinny here. I am joined by the one and only SD Dumas. SD Dumas, thank you for joining me for the fight.
Hey, man, thank you for having me. You know, I'm glad you're in Pensacola. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying the time here. You know, glad on the fights, you know.
All right, we're taking it over to Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now with our next bout of the evening. Brought to you by Island Fit Nutrition. This one is set for 3 2-minute rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. When the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Mr. Jonathan Thrasher. And now, let's meet our boxers. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner, standing 5'11", weighing 145 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 5 wins and 2 defeats. Representing Empire Boxing and fighting out of Houston, Texas, please welcome Vinny Navarro. His opponent, boxing out of the red corner, standing 5'8" and weighing 146 pounds. Tonight, He comes to the ring with a record of 4 wins and 2 defeats. Representing Freight Train MMA and fighting tonight out of Crestview, Florida, please welcome Gavin Conley.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, it's a funny thing, though. In the red corner, I used to train with him a while back ago. So he comes to fight every time. So
Does it? Good to know.
he gets in there and fight. He'll bang it out with you. You know, he's not scared of contact and not scared of going blow for blow.
I love that. And you can see he's already got his forward pressure. Vinny looking good, long and really utilizing that jab.
Yep, he's just staying at, you know, as his distance. You know, going against a shorter fighter, he's keeping the distance, maintaining what he need to do, coming in with the feints. You know, the same simple 1 jab, 1, 2.
Gavin seeming to find his timing and his range here.
Yeah, you know, since I trained with him, you know, it takes, you know, like everybody knows in the fight game, you know, it takes a little bit, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, something like that, you know, to figure out your little movement on the person. But it seems like he's getting it together now. So we're going to see what we're going to be in store for.
Absolutely, and you're right. It takes time to figure out your timing, your range, your opponent's timing, your opponent's range. Great job, like you said, putting that forward pressure on Vinny here.
Yep, Vinny's, like I said, he's doing a good thing, keeping his distance, you know, moving, not just staying in the middle, playing 50-50. He's sticking the jab out and moving, you know, one-on-one basic boxing.
Exactly. He's doing a great job with that jab, but he's only throwing 1 strike at a time, and I think that Gavin is catching on to that and understanding he's just got to slip and move, and then he's in for his counters.
Yep, that's right. Maybe he, you know, come with the 1 feint or 1, 2, you know, just to throw Gavin off his game a little bit. Maybe that would work. But right now, as you say, he's coming forward with forward pressure, Gavin is. And as you see, he threw the lead hook.
Ooh. Oh. Oh. Great job by Vinny there. Nice combination by him.
Yep.
The hooks
That's
are
it.
money tonight for him.
Keeping the distance, keeping the jab, keeping the basics.
Oh, man. Great way to end that round. Gavin is not phased, though. He took some big shots, but he is not phased. And like you said, he does not stop his forward pressure.
No, it doesn't stop. You know, like I say, it takes heart. And, you know, Gavin has done that from what I've seen of training with him. So, like I said, as you see, he doesn't like he's phased. You know, it's just like he's trying to catch his composure back. But, hey, you know, Navo, you know, you can't give it to him. He's keeping it basic, keeping the distance, seeing the shots, picking what he want to pick. He's not trying to get into a brawl.
No, he's fighting very clean, very, very clean. And you're right, he's doing a fantastic job of utilizing his movement and his feet to deal and nullify Gavin's forward pressure, because he does. He's got a lot of forward pressure.
Yeah. We're going to see what round 2 then start now. Let's see if he'll adapt to it.
Gavin coming forward with big shots.
Yes. And you know, that's the main thing you got to do. Bite your mouthpiece, put your chin down, and go forward. Especially
Agreed.
going against a taller fighter.
I would like to see him utilize that jab to step in 1 or 2, and maybe you need a feint and a jab to just get into his range where he needs to be. It's very clear that Navarro has the reach advantage.
Yes.
And is utilizing it to the best of his ability as well.
Is that as great as you can see? Ooh.
Oh, beautiful body shot by Gavin.
Like I said, both of them coming to fight, as you can see. You know, as like I said, training with Gavin, he's a dog. As you
Yes.
see, he's standing in the pocket and going toe-to-toe.
And taking big shots.
Yes.
Eating them. Nice right hand from Gavin there.
Yeah, I like both of their footwork. They're actually utilizing footwork very good, you know.
I really like the way Navarro is utilizing his frames and the inside work here. He's not keeping his hands wide. He stays nice and tight. He protects his body, protects his face at the same time on the exit. And that's important, especially when you've got someone that's throwing big, heavy shots and coming forward and closing that distance.
Yes, and like you said, as you see, he's still keeping the basics, still throwing the jab out, coming over with the two, and just, playing it safe. He do got a dog on him. And as you see throughout the rounds, Gavin's not going to stop coming forward.
No, he's not. That was a close round.
Yeah, that was a close round. But like I said, both of them are coming to fight, as you see. Hey, that's the only thing we can see from here. So let's just see what round 3 have in store. Like I said, I like what both of them doing, both utilizing footwork, one using his jab, one using his aggression to get in. So, hey, you can ask nothing but, like, technical boxing right here.
Absolutely. And I think Gavin has his confidence is coming, in the second round, especially at the end of that second round. You could really tell his confidence is up. And he walked back to his corner much more confident than he did coming out of that first round.
Yeah. And being in the ring, that first round, you feel rusty. That second, you start kicking everything gets in gear, and you start finding yourself more. So, hey, let's see what third round. Let's see what man finds each other first, and then let's see who comes out on top.
Yeah, agreed. Let's see who makes the adjustment, like you said, coming into the second.
Oh. Now he's utilizing that jab now to come in now. And Nato's coming forward with the forward pressure now.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of coming over the top, finding sneaky little areas to come in, whether he's got to go under, over. Navarro's doing a great job of trying to find the target and working around the defense.
I mean, he's really utilized going to the body and coming back up top with that single jab. That's really working. I can see, it's helping him turn off the corner. So, like I said, both of these men got very good footwork from what I'm seeing.
Agreed. Big jab from Navarro there. Oh, the left hook.
Both men, calm. They're not breathing heavy at all. They're staying composed the whole time.
Fighting their fight.
Yep.
Both fighting their fight, taking the shots from each other, and continuing to stick to their fight.
Yep. And that's what it is all about. Stick to your game plan. Ooh.
Nice shot from Navarro.
Ooh, nice body shot.
From both gentlemen, that uppercut.
Hey.
Oh, nice little inside work, short work here from Navarro.
Ooh, nice footwork off the turnoff.
And answered by Gavin. Oh, my goodness. Oh, geez, the uppercut.
Yes,
the
sir.
short work.
Yes, sir.
And the movement from Gavin.
I like it. I just like how both of them moving.
Oh, wow, what a fight. Both of these gentlemen put on a great performance here. It's a close one. This is definitely a close one.
Yeah, this is a really good close one. Like I said, both men had good footwork. Both of them utilized their own game plan, and both of them kept moving forward. Not really a lot of back forward pressure. They just played their game.
Agreed. Let's see here. Let's see some of the action here. Beautiful inside work here from Gavin. Coming forward. Never stopped coming forward. Navarro just finding these beautiful little entries, these tiny little tight spaces to land body shots and uppercuts. It was a fantastic performance by both sides of this fight.
Yeah, by both sides, and I really do like how both of them, like I said, utilized both of their own. Yeah, like we've seen on the replay, Nato used that little short little movements to get in there to throw the body hook, come back to the head and spin off. And then, like I said, Calvin, used his aggression. He knew he had to get in on a taller fighter. He had not to play the distance game, so he surely did what he needed to do with throwing the 3-4, going to the body, going back up to the top, and using his footwork to get out of the way of danger.
You hear this from the man, SD Dumas, who is making his debut on the Dana White Contender Series this next season. Congratulations.
Thank you. Hey, like I said, man, just gonna keep working. Even though I got that contract, I'm still gonna keep working. It don't matter.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm very, very excited to see you in there.
I mean, look, I was surprised to see you. I was like, oh, there go Pearl. I was like, oh, I gotta go there, say something.
How's camp going?
Camp's going good. You know, like I tell people, recovering right now. You know, doing the small things to get the nicks and necks and pain out of the way. But besides that, I'm just ready to have fun and go in that ring again. You know.
Oh my goodness, we are so excited for you. We are looking forward to your debut.
Hey, as soon as y'all watch, like I said, I just love everybody supporting me, you know, in the long run and from the short run. So just watch and be entertained because I got some new things in store. You know, it's going to have to be a fight.
You guys hear that? He's got some new things coming for you.
I got you, man. I got you.
Let's take it over to Chris.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action inside the ring, we go to our judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the bout as follows: 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28. For your winner, by unanimous decision, Vinny Navarro. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now. Keep the party moving for you right here tonight live at the Pensacola Bay Center. This is Island Fight 72. Please welcome from the blue corner, Elijah Hill. And now, please welcome his opponent from the red corner, Devin Cottrell.
right, guys, here's the tail of the tape. We have Devin Control 0-2, age 21, 5'11", reach 76, 6 inches on our guy. Elijah Hill, 1-2 is his record, age 21, weight 167. Let's go with Christopher James with our ring announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go with our next
My
battle
earphones
of
smell a
the
little-
evening.
little-
Brought to you by NRG Consultants. This one is set for three-minute rounds in the welterweight division. And when the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Jonathan Thrasher. And now, let's meet our fighters. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'8" and weighing in 167 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 1 win and 2 defeats. Representing Harris Holt MMA and fighting tonight out of Clarksville, Tennessee, please welcome Elijah Hill. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, standing 5'11" and weighing in 164 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 0 wins and 2 defeats. Fighting out of Irvington, Alabama, please welcome Devin Cottrell.
All right, Pro, did you miss me a little bit on that last one? Just a little, tad?
No, SD did a fantastic job.
What a
He did-
stud.
He did such a great job.
What a stud. He's got everything in front of him. All right, guys, we are
does.
back to MMA. 4 fights, 4 first-round finishes. Let's see if what keeps it going.
Oh,
Nice monster tackle, wrestle, and grappling by Elijah Hill.
he did a fantastic job of closing the gap there and utilized that forward momentum to get this takedown and capitalized right on. I don't think that was intentional to get the takedown, but he's capitalizing on this moment here.
Side control, very heavy right now.
He's doing a great job of controlling this fight right here, right now.
Let's see if he's going to go for more of the submission aspects or maybe a little ground and pound.
You know, he's doing a good job here. I'm sorry, here we are, where are we? Elijah is doing a fantastic job of controlling. Devin is not accepting, is refusing to accept this position here. But Elijah is staying composed and staying calm and waiting for a beautiful opportunity like he just got to pass the guard and get into full mount here.
Now throwing strikes down, throwing these lefts, trying to sneak some in. The old body headshot.
Heavy pressure from Elijah here. And he's doing such a great job of just sitting and being heavy here and wearing like a wet blanket.
Yeah, Devin's getting smothered underneath right now.
Yeah, he doesn't want to accept this, and hats off to Devin, who's still trying to create a scramble here, still trying to look for an opening, create some space so that he can get out of this position. But Elijah is already sinking in a head and arm here. Let's
Trying to
see.
get that right foot around.
Oh, he's doing a great job here of really sinking his hips into this. I can't see here's the other angle here. Devin doing a great job here, though, looking for an opening, trying to move his head around in his chin so that he can create a little bit of space. All he needs is just a second. But I don't know. Elijah's doing a good job of adjusting. Great job by Devin here.
Great job by Elijah to kind of let it go, to not lose control, not lose posture, not lose his huge advantage. Throwing down big, heavy strikes here.
Utilizing the strikes to set up another submission attempt. And floating on the body here. He's just floating around Devin here. And again, Devin is doing, he may not be doing the right things to get out of this position, but he's not accepting this position. He is trying to move and scramble and twist his hips and heist them so that he can get out of this position.
Ref is right there, could end it.
It's gonna be over.
And it is.
Wow.
Wow, with 10 seconds left in the first round, ref ends the fight.
Elijah seems upset about the decision.
It's over.
I think
You
he
won.
was worried that the ref was breaking the fight up and not stopping the fight.
Elijah Hill keeps this MMA first round stoppage momentum. Gets a TKO with 10 seconds left of round one.
He did such a great job of controlling the situation, controlling this fight from start to finish. Came forward, accidental takedown, took clear advantage of it, found his control, stood heavy, stood
right
tight.
there.
Look at that. He wasn't necessarily looking for that, but he took clear advantage of it. Didn't get the submission. That did not at all deteriorate him. He moved and continued on to the next position, which was ground and pound, the next opening for him.
Great victory there for Elijah Hill. We've seen him a lot here on the Island Fights banner, and he just keeps on getting better and better and better every time we see him. I do understand what Elijah's saying a little bit. Like, I do want the referee, when he's about to stop the fight, be aggressive about it. Like, get the man off of him, push him, definitely make it clear to both fighters that this fight's over. Let's see if we can see that again, Truck. Maybe not. We're trying to wrap it up. I get it. All right, guys, here's Christopher James with the official results.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Jonathan Thrasher, called a halt to the bout at 2:56 of round number one. Declaring winner by TKO from the blue corner, Elijah Hill.
I am here with your winner, Elijah. What a fantastic performance. You instantly came forward, found the takedown, took advantage of the position, transitioned from submission to finish. Was that the game plan here?
The game plan was to get a knockout, but either way, I was telling myself I was going to get a TKO. So I just, like Xander told me he'll give me $100 if I get a finish, so I'm getting $100. And congratulations, Xander, on your boy. Yes.
What were you confused about at the end there? We weren't sure what the confusion was for.
Oh, okay. I wasn't upset that he stopped it, but he said time, and I was thinking, was it time or was he calling the fight? So I was just trying to, but we figured out the miscommunication. So it is what it is.
Fantastic performance. You did a phenomenal job adapting. How soon would you like to get back in here?
I cut weight from 198 to 167. It was originally supposed to be 155, but I was killing myself, so I'm planning to settle around 170 now and fight from 155 and maybe go lower than that.
When? How soon?
As soon as I get rid of my stomach and stuff, you know.
Fantastic performance. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Elijah.
Congratulations, Elijah Hill. All right, we will transition back into boxing. This will be an exciting one, guys. Billy Rogers is back underneath the Island Fights banner versus Keyshawn Gray. Guys, this has fireworks written all over it. Pensacola is ready for this one. Island Fight 72, Billy Rogers, Keyshawn Gray.
All right, boys and girls, the party moves on right now. We've got some boxing coming your way. Please welcome, from the blue corner, Keyshawn Gray. And now, please welcome his opponent, Billy Rogers.
All right, here's the tail of the tape, guys. Pensacola's Billy Rogers, 11-0, age 24, height 6, reach 71, weight 133. Keyshawn Gray, though, coming in at 11-2, age 21, same height 70, same reach 71, and the weight of 135. Guys, let's get this action going with Christopher James.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've got some boxing coming to you right here tonight. This one is being brought to you by the official Island Fight 72 after party being held tonight at Intermissions. This one is set for 4 3-minute rounds in the lightweight division. And when the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Jonathan Thrasher. And now, let's meet our boxers. Introducing to you first, boxing out of the blue corner, standing 6 feet and weighing in at 135 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 3 wins and 2 defeats. Representing Black Orchid and Team X3, fighting out of Atlanta, Georgia. Please welcome Keyshawn Gray. His opponent, boxing out of the red corner, standing 6 feet and weighing 133 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a perfect record, 11 wins and 0 defeats. Representing Shadowbox Academy and fighting out of Pensacola, Florida, please welcome Billy the Rage Rogers.
Pensacola is standing up. Island Fight 72. One of the key fights on this fight card. Keyshawn Gray out of the blue, Billy Rogers out of the red. Here we go.
Let's go. Fast.
Billy's got the crowd behind him.
Keyshawn seems to have the speed advantage in this one.
Beautiful body shot.
Keyshawn doing it. I really like his pull. He's pulling. He's got a really nice pull. He's not necessarily getting out of range, and that pull is allowing for him to see these shots and counter at lightning speed. Oh. Oh, wow.
Big shots by both boxers right now. Keyshawn had a couple good body shots, but Billy's coming with a nice little counter.
He's doing a great job of adjusting here and finding that uppercut. He sees that Keyshawn's coming downstairs. That's how he's entering, is by coming in downstairs, and he's keen to it and utilizing that uppercut.
Great footwork so far by Keyshawn in round one.
He's fast. I wonder if he ran, if he was some sort of runner, because he's very, very, oh, gosh, that was a big shot.
If we were in an octagon, they would say octagon controlled by Billy Rogers, kind of in the middle of the ring. Just this is his domain. Keyshawn is very comfortable on the outside, keeps on circling.
Yeah, Billy's doing a great job of controlling this fight and allowing for this fight to take place where he wants it to take place. He's forcing the movement of Keyshawn.
Nice little jab there by Billy. Feels like Billy in the last 30 seconds has really found his range. He's starting to hit Keyshawn, a couple body shots in a row, not getting hit that much.
He is, and Keyshawn is doing a great job of countering, especially in the beginning, and he, again, was entering downstairs, but Billy has found that pattern and is nullifying it at this point, and really utilizing his long-range punches to keep Keyshawn on the outside. Both gentlemen, though, doing a fantastic job of being very aware of their range. And neither one of these gentlemen are kind of pressing or closing their distance.
Great first round. Very technical.
Yes.
Very boxer's delight right there, round one.
You did. You took the words right out of my mouth. Very technical from both ends. And it was great to see them adapt mid-round.
Right.
Both of these gentlemen here. Keyshawn has to find a new entry. The entry that worked in the beginning of the round was not working in the end of the round, so we have to see how he adapts. Billy found that opening that he was allowing Keyshawn to come in on and stop that at the end of the round, and was not allowing for Keyshawn to enter.
And to me, that's amazing for these amateurs to kind of feel, not outside a round, not getting the coaching. They literally, Billy felt that minute into the fight, hey, I'm getting jabbed here in the body, I don't like this. Adapts, and kind of took that away from Keyshawn in the last 2 minutes of the fight.
And, you know, Billy is doing a great job. It is very, very apparent that Keyshawn has the speed advantage. And Billy's doing a great job of nullifying that speed with his jab and staying tight.
Big shots there to open up round two. Both connected. I think Billy maybe had the better right hand on the counter.
He does, and you know, the biggest difference to me is the defense in these gentlemen. When they both open up at the same time, Billy's getting the better end of it because of how tight his guard is. He stays tight. His hands come right back to his face. And Keyshawn is a little more lax. He likes his guard more open, and he drops his hands after his strikes, so that leaves openings. He's susceptible and vulnerable to getting hit and countered.
Again, beautiful footwork by both boxers. Billy Rogers out of the red corner, Keyshawn Gray out of the blue.
Keyshawn has such fast movement, has such a nice pull game here. I think it would do him big dividends if he utilizes feints in this fight.
Wow, huge shots.
They're both talking to each other.
Island Fight 72, guys. Pearl Gonzalez, Dave Van Auken. 3 fights left. 2 MMA fights, 1 for the featherweight championship. We have a boxing match with social media influencer John Cabana.
What a fantastic night of mixed martial arts. We've had boxing, Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA. I mean, it is just a fantastic night for these young and up and coming amateurs.
Great round 2 right here with Rogers and Gray. Yeah, we've seen head kick knockouts, amazing wrestle, amazing submissions. We've seen cameramen go to war for 2 rounds.
Keyshawn's got to utilize his jab here. He's getting outpointed here and outstruck because he doesn't have a jab. If he utilized his jab and really just stuck it out there, he would stop a lot of Billy's forward pressure.
And he's so fast, you think that jab would come out clean and fast. He just doesn't have that part of the toolbox yet.
Not yet. I think that he will learn from this fight, though. And I do think that feints for him will be a game changer. He has so much speed and beautiful punches, beautiful straight punches that he would really be able to land those if he sets them up a little bit more.
10 seconds left of round 2. Action-packed fight so far. Billy with big shots to end the round. Big counter by Keyshawn. Billy says this is his ring.
Nice job. Both gentlemen doing a fantastic job here. You're right, Billy's winning in the mental warfare game. I think that his corner is also doing a great job of hyping him up, of boosting his confidence throughout this fight. And that plays a huge impact on the fight. The corners can help win the fight by giving them their fighter that momentum, giving their fighter that confidence, and helping to really like gas their teammate and student up.
Not even that, bro. The judges are literally 3 feet by each corner. Like, they can hear everything, they can feel everything. If they're seeing their corner being positive and strong, they will lean.
That
like,
plays
oh,
a huge.
yes.
That's why it plays such a big impact. The corner, especially when a fight is very close. I've witnessed. I've been in fights where my corners helped push for that win and helped, give me the confidence I needed to press forward. And there's been corners that have outcoached my corner and helped their fighter win fights. And it's a huge thing. And that's the purpose of the corner. That's the purpose of having your coaches in your corner, is to be the eyes, ears, and voice when you need that help.
Round 3. Billy Rogers in the white trunks, teal and pink. Keyshawn Gray in the white. Nike Pro, is that a pro?
Nice job there. Keyshawn has to find some more entries, and you see him looking for them here. I do think he needs to come forward, though. He can't allow for Billy to take control of this round again. He's got to come forward and really take this fight to Billy and go get his win, earn his win, because he has not done it yet tonight.
You almost have to take a risk.
Yes.
You can't let Billy lead this dance, be in charge of this match.
And he is. He's doing a phenomenal job of leading the dance. And he did so in the second round.
Oh, huge shot there by Billy Rogers.
Big right hand, big right hand. But here's Keyshawn right in the pocket, staying in range, not allowing for that to push him back on his heels and come forward. He just has to be more aggressive. Right now in these moments, these pausing moments where they're both thinking and trying to figure out what to do next, this is when Keyshawn needs to take advantage of these moments when nothing's happening.
Right. He needs to be in go mode right now.
Yes.
Nice counter again by Billy. Little uppercut. Keyshawn coming back though.
Great break by both fighters there. There you go. Disrupt the timing is what Keyshawn can do, is disrupt that timing.
Oh, there we go. The old mouthpiece, little 5-second win.
That gave Billy some confidence, though. You saw him smile and come right forward as soon as the ref let them go.
Nice shots. Billy starting to put a little power behind these. Nice upper.
And Keyshawn doing a great job of moving out of the way of a lot of these shots, right? He's utilizing his head movement, but he's got to strike now. He's got to let go of his hands and take this W, especially at the ending of this fight.
Big shot by Billy Rogers.
Yeah, Keyshawn's got to go right now.
the crowd behind Billy Rogers. 15 seconds left of this fight.
I'm going to say Billy did such a fantastic job. He stays tight. He's always in a good position so he can strike and defend himself at all times. And that was a big, big deal in this fight, especially when you've got someone faster than you that's coming in and out and entering in different ways. Billy did a great job of sticking to his game plan, staying inside of his shell and utilizing his boxing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One more?
Yep, one more round.
Oh, we get
One more
another round. What
One
a
more.
treat. What a treat.
Look at these replays. Billy Rogers really starting to turn on, I feel like, the power in that round. I felt like they throw in strikes with a little bit more stake on it, a little bit more juice on it.
I agree, and I think, and that goes back to his stance and being structured and being in his stance and staying in his shell and staying tight. That it plays such a huge impact on your performance, is staying in your fight stance, keeping your feet underneath you, not allowing for your head to lead.
Here we go, guys. Last round of this fight, round 4.
You gotta believe that the momentum is in the corner of Billy.
Big shot there by Keyshawn Gray.
Listening to the corner of Billy, that was another big overhand right. Billy's corner is calling for the overhand right.
And Keyshawn threw it, definitely his best strike of the fight.
Oh. Billy said, not today, Keyshawn, not today. And is coming forward with big combinations.
Keyshawn Gray with a little secret to his ear.
Exactly, they're both talking to each other. He needs more of those. He needs more double jab entries. And again, that goes back to the feints.
Big shot there by Billy. Pearl, I thought we were only going to get 3 rounds of this fight. I would love 6 rounds of this fight, 10 rounds of this fight.
You called this, Dave. You said this was going to be a good one, and we have been in for a treat. This has been a great fight thus far.
That was on our secret notes, Pearl. You weren't supposed to tell everyone that.
Oh, gosh. Great job here. Great forward pressure by Billy.
Great fight. 1.5 minutes left. Let's see who put in that work. Let's see who put in that extra cardio, who got up a little early to get that jog in.
And it's also, ultimately, it's discipline here. Oh, that was a big hook by Billy. It's the discipline of Billy, who's staying tight, who's going back to his stance, going back to his basics, staying structured, that's setting him much further ahead than Keyshawn.
Keyshawn's going back to that body that he started the fight. He's going back to it at the end of the 4th.
Great job, both fighters here. Just fantastic output by both fighters.
Hands up! Hands up, bro! Move that head! Move that head! Right hand!
Last 30 seconds. Could be round deciding. Could be fight deciding.
Oh, nice jab by Keyshawn. Let's see how we end this fight here. Oh,
10
nice
seconds, big
job.
shots by Billy. Back in the phone booth.
Great job by Keyshawn, though, to close the fight up, stay tight. He knew he could see the momentum was in Billy's corner, and did a great job of tying up and nullifying the damage.
Great fight. Great boxing match here tonight.
Both of these gentlemen have to be proud of themselves. They both displayed fantastic boxing skills. Both of them adapted well. Both had moments in this fight. I do gotta say though, big hats off to Billy for staying disciplined, staying tight. I believe that was the deciding factor in this fight, was his ability to stay composed.
There's the secrets right there. back and forth action. Keyshawn still throwing a little extra juice at the camera.
He should have been doing that when he had his seconds in that fight. That's when he needed that, not right now.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for these men inside the ring? After 4 rounds of boxing, we go to our judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored 39-37, 40-36, and 39-37. For your winner, by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Billy the Rage Rogers.
Pensacola, are you enjoying the fights? Billy, what a fantastic performance. I have to say, you set yourself much further ahead in this fight due to your discipline, staying tight in your defense, staying structured and balanced. Was that something that you were working on?
Yes, me and Coach Sam been working on it all training camp because we knew that's what we had to do. You know, I'm used to sticking on the outside and fighting, but I knew I had to go in there with some grit this time.
You did. I saw it from the beginning. As soon as you stepped into this cage, you said you claimed this ring as yours. What, were you surprised at all by your opponent?
Honestly, I could tell he's been working on the jab, and he cut that weight this time because last time we fought at a catch weight, but I didn't feel the weight this time, and line him up around my weight, and I'll give him hell. I promise that.
Would you like to say anything for your fans? Your fans seem very excited throughout this fight.
I'd like to give my girlfriend a shout out for her birthday. That wins for her. I'd like to give Colby Bridges a shout out as well with the AMF family. I'm glad to finally be a part. Ronnie's Rooster Tail Fishing Charters, of course. My boy always shows up. And, you know, Keyshawn said I wasn't that good and everything at the weigh-in, but my record speaks for itself. And, you know, every time I come to Pensacola, I fight for you guys. I love you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Billy.
Freaking excited for this one. Sage Mullins versus Coleman Young. We've seen Coleman Young a couple times underneath the Island Fights banner. We've seen Sage as well. This won't go long. We've had nothing but first round finishes in MMA, and we shall see it if it continues. Let's go with Christopher James with the ring announcements. The entrances to Coleman Young and Sage Mullins.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now with our next bout of the evening, keeping the action moving along. Please welcome, from the blue corner, Sage Mullins. Welcome his opponent from the red corner, Coleman Young.
Tail of the tape, guys. Coleman Young, age of 22, 2-1, 6'3", 76, weight at 230. Sage Mullins has a 4-2 record, age 24. Height at the 5'11", reach 72, 232, guys. This will be a slobber knocker. Christopher James with our
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now with our feature bout of the night. Brought to you by Billy Clark Bail Bonds. This one is set for three-minute rounds in the heavyweight division. And when the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Jonathan Thresher. And now, let's meet our fighters. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'11" and weighing in at 232 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 4 wins and 2 defeats. Representing Harris Holt MMA and fighting tonight out of Clarksville, Tennessee, please welcome Sage Mullins. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, standing 6'3" and weighing 230 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 2 wins and 1 defeat. Representing Freight Train MMA and fighting tonight out of Crestview, Florida, please welcome Coleman Young.
We don't know if this is going to go long, so Coleman Young did have us say he wanted to shout out his mom and dad. So shout out there, Mom and Dad. Guys, Mullins in the blue, Coleman Young in the red. Guys, we have 5 MMA fights so far tonight. 5 first-round finishes.
Coleman doing a great job of opening up with the leg kicks.
Two heavyweights.
Yes. Sai has trunks for legs. He's got big, thick legs.
Two prospects, too, guys. 22 and a 24-year-old in heavyweight division. Good records.
Both seem very, very calm, composed in the fight.
Yeah, Coleman's definitely going with the couple inside leg kicks and then went to the body there. Oh, nice little short right there by Sage. Nice jab there. Oh, a feint. Look at that, Pearl. First one of that other night.
Coleman's corner calling for a head kick. Should be on the lookout for a head kick.
Seems like Coleman's leading the dance. Sage is into the counters.
I am impressed with how composed these gentlemen are. Neither one is pressing the tempo of the fight. They both are accepting these small, tiny pauses, these little minute of a second pauses. They seem like a lifetime in there. And so many times I've done myself where you force the fight, you force that tempo. Because you don't like that stillness in the fight, and these gentlemen are owning it, and they're accepting of it, and that is huge to say where their level of experience is for amateurs.
Matt, do you think it's both a respect factor? Both men have respect for both of each other. They know there's something very heavy coming.
No, I think they both have respect, but I also think that it's composure from each of them, because you can respect and still not be comfortable in these small, short moments, these tiny moments. And, I think just both gentlemen are composed in here and want to be in here and are accepting of the chaos, because the chaotic feeling that you get under these bright lights is a lot for some people. And how you deal with that pressure and how you deal with the chaos, you can either press it, you can freeze from it, or you can just be in the moment and just accept it. And I think that's where these gentlemen are. They're accepting of and both dialed in, and aware of each other's offense.
Pearl, we've had flyweights, we had featherweights, we have middleweights, all MMA finishes. Then we had 2 big knockout experts in the heavyweight division, and we go to round 2. That's mixed martial arts for you. Coleman Young starts off quick in round 2. Nice inside leg kick. Sage returns. Ooh.
Nice body kick there.
Pearl, that could be something to watch in the future.
It's a great adjustment by Sai here.
Outside leg kick.
You got to believe Sai is looking to set up a big right hand.
I thought so, but he might be setting up a big leg kick. That leg kick was inches away from couldn't be ending the fight.
I think Coleman's looking for the head kick.
Ooh.
Nice. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, beautiful jab there by Coleman.
Makatong is what it's called in Thai. But it's like a nice forward jab where it's kind of, you post your arm out and you utilize your body weight to come forward. Beautiful job by Coleman. Nice check hook too.
Coleman starting to really put the pressure, really controlling the ring.
Sai came to it though. You saw him circle off. He's not going to allow Coleman to push him on the outside and have him fight against the ropes here. He circled off very well and brought himself right back to the center.
Beautiful jab by Coleman. Both fighters, 22 and 24 again, guys.
technical. Both of these gentlemen are bright prospects. And again, in one of the most exciting divisions in combat sports. I mean, you look at in the boxing, you look in MMA at the highest level, the heavyweight division is an evolving division. I mean, and it's the best it's ever been right now, and it's on fire. There are so many prospects and superstars in the heavyweight division, and these gentlemen look like they are working their way to fit right in the professional heavyweight division.
Well said. And it's so youthful. In the UFC, there's just guys 25, 23, 28. Just the youth and the heavyweights are on the rise. Amazing. Great round 2 so far, guys. Mullins in the blue, Young in the red corner.
Sai bleeding from his nose. You have to believe it's from the jab. That jab, it was probably that Makatone jab Coleman threw early on this round. Oh, beautiful hook by Sai.
Big shot there by Coleman to end round 2. Whoa.
Sai loved it.
Coleman is pumping up the crowd. Really feeling himself there at the end of round 2.
Sai's just as excited though. He's laughing, he smiled, he looked right at him and said, I'm here. I'm not at all intimidated. Sai has really, really nice inside work here. You see him, he gets inside and he's got these nice short uppercuts and hooks, and he's doing a fantastic job with them. He's got these big legs. I really believe if he can bend his knees a little bit more and really sink his feet into the canvas, he can really generate some massive, massive power. And Coleman is just a phenomenal athlete. You see how athletic he is. He's moving fast. He's got very technical punches, almost has the stance of a boxer where he's protecting his body, keeping his left hand and his lead hand up at his face. Just both of these gentlemen are just some very bright prospects here.
Wow, beautiful way to start round 3. Both men are willing to throw. Let's see if this goes the distance.
Meeting right in the middle. Beautiful little head kick there.
Mullins comes from a great camp. Been underneath the Island Fights banner for a long time. Fighters.
Nice job.
Alexander Shank.
Beautiful guard there by Coleman. He's got really great boxing for an amateur MMA fighter.
Mullins is starting to feel himself right here in round 3, starting to get a little vibe. Overhand right, barely missed.
You gotta believe that's what Sai's looking for. He's looking to set up a big right hand.
We talked about the heavyweight boxing match earlier tonight, about how great of ring time both men got tonight as well. For both of these heavyweights, usually don't go long. Looks like this could be a full 3-round fight.
Which is impressive, right? These are both big gentlemen. Neither one of these gentlemen are running from this fight. They want to meet in the middle. They're giving each other their best. And I believe it's due to the technicality of both of these fighters. They're so technical, they're so composed. Neither one of them are rushing this fight, are uncomfortable in this fight. They are very, very in the moment and enjoying and embracing each other's challenges that they're presenting.
All right, action back.
It's a nice little lead kick that Sai has. It's sneaky.
Nice outside leg kick.
I was going to say, that is what Sai needs right there. He's got such big, thick legs. You got to believe that those kicks, those low leg kicks, the calf kicks, especially on bigger men that can't really get their legs back as fast as someone smaller, those are huge. And Coleman taking clear advantage of that.
Ooh, there we go. No wrestle.
Nope. They want to stand and bang.
1 minute left in this fight. Action right in front of us here at Island Fight 72, Pensacola Bay Center. Outside leg kick by Coleman.
Yeah, he's got really nice low leg kicks. You can tell that last one, not the one he threw, but the one prior to. That was massive for him. That hurt Sai.
Both guys are in the pocket right now.
Sidestepping back, I think he needs to go forward. I don't think he has the window or room to step backwards. He's got to come forward, especially at the end of this third round. Press forward. It's such a close fight.
Great fight here, guys. 10 seconds left of round 3.
Coleman's got a fantastic Philly show. Boxing stance. Big hook.
Throwing big shots here to end the
Oh,
fight.
jeez. Whoa, wow, that was a beautiful 1-2.
Wow.
What a fight.
Great fight.
Both of these gentlemen won tonight. Both of these gentlemen have proved that they are prospects and will both be a name in the future professional heavyweight division.
I'm with you, Pearl. I'm with you. Wow. Both they come out of great camps.
And they both just had a beautiful display of mixed martial arts. Both of them showcased their talents and their skills. I love this about the heavyweight division. It is evolving. We have athletes, real athletes, and they're so technical, far more technical than they've ever been in combat sports.
Right, it's not just these knockout artists like they used to be, or even a heavyweight would be amazing at the grappling side. It's not like that anymore. You have to be a full mixed martial artist now in the heavyweight division.
Yes.
Studs. This could be the first little tricky decision of the night. Most decisions pretty obvious. We've seen a ton of finishes, especially in MMA. This could be one of those, could go either way.
It was a close fight. Again, both of these gentlemen displayed technical skills. It was a chess match. Neither one refusing to accept the other's will. It was a fantastic fight.
What? Coleman Young came right to the commentary booth, said, "You haven't seen that technical shit from us, huh?" All right, here we go with Christopher James with the official results of this heavyweight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the bout 30-27, 29-28, and 30-27. For your winner, by unanimous decision, from the red corner, Coleman Young.
What a fight, Coleman. You showed a beautiful display of technical skills tonight. Tell me about your performance. How do you feel about it?
Well, it was the first time I made it out of the first round, so I wanted to give it a shot, maybe fight smart for once. Usually I just stand and bang like I'm in a bar, so I had to fight for real this time, I guess.
You utilized the Philly shell so well. You protected your body, had phenomenal boxing. Was that the game plan coming into this fight?
Well, I look so much like Floyd Mayweather, I just fight like him, you know what I mean? I just, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, you know what I mean? So I like the Philly shell, it's cool. I wanted to try something new, really fight technical this time. That was the goal, fight technical.
You did that, you displayed technical skills. Was there anything about Sai that impressed you or surprised you at all in his performance?
He's got a chin, I mean, every jab I landed, I've landed a few hooks, he ate it like a champ. That guy, he's got heart, hustle, he didn't get tired, he was well conditioned. It was an honor to share the ring with Sai.
You are a bright prospect. I look forward to watching your career, your professional career, the rest of your amateur career. Congratulations on a fantastic performance. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner!
Congratulations to both men. Congratulations to Coleman. young. All right, guys, here we go. The co-main event of the night in the boxing realm. We have Chris Wright, fought under the Island Fights banner multiple times, Island Fights veteran, versus social media influencer John Cabana, who's 2-0 under the boxing banner here for Island Fights. Guys, buckle up, we are in for a treat. Cabana versus Wright.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to meet the fighters for our co-main event of the evening. Make his way first from the blue corner, Chris Wright.
Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Yeah. I feel like a cake. Huh. I put my wrist in.
Cabana.
Of the tape, here we go, guys. John Cabana, the sweet age of 25, 2-0. Like I said, underneath the Island Fights banner, both height 5'11", reach 71, 156. Chris Wright, boxing 1-1, age 28, 5'11", 71, and 154. Here we go, guys. The co-main event. John Cabana versus Chris Wright. Christopher James with the ring announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, here we go right now. This is your Island Fight 72 co-main event of the evening. This one is brought to you by BeachBilly.com. It's not just a website, it's a lifestyle. This one is set for 3 two-minute rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division. And when the action starts inside the ring, our referee, Mr. Larry Downs Jr. And now, let's meet our boxers. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner, standing 5'10" and weighing in at 154 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 1 win and 2 defeats. Fighting out of Tifton, Georgia, please welcome Chris Wright. And his opponent, boxing out of the red corner, standing 5 feet 10.5 inches tall, weighing in at 150 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a perfect record, 2 wins and 0 defeats. Representing Dead Game and fighting out of Jacksonville, Florida, please welcome John Gabbana. Fighters to the center of the ring for final instructions.
All right, listen to my instructions at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch them up. Good luck, gentlemen.
I am so excited for this one, Dave.
Here we go, Pearl. Chris Wright wearing gray out in the blue corner. John Gabbana wearing white, purple with gold.
For royalty is what he said. I had an amazing, incredible pre-fight interview with him.
Wow, those jabs by Gabbana are lightning.
You know, this is his 3rd fight in 8 months. He is extremely motivated. He said he spent the last 6 months just in camp, in training, really embracing and honing the life of a warrior, the life of a fighter, and you see his skills. Chris the Karate Kid Wright, though, he's really looking forward to this fight. He feels like Gabbana doesn't respect him, and is out to prove a point here. Wants to go professional, and you know, he's got very clean strikes as well. And if you see, he's got a beautiful forward jab, pressing jab.
Gabbana with a huge overhand right just seconds ago. Gabbana with lightning speed. Jabs, check lefts, good to the body. Gabbana does not look like a social media influencer, Pearl. Gabbana looks like a professional boxer.
He looks like a fighter, and he is. He's transformed his life. He has an incredible story. You know, just had a crazy lifestyle, drugs, like you said, celebrity, influencer, YouTube guru, if you'd say, and just had this crazy lifestyle, drugs, partying, and I mean, he's completely transformed his life, his body, his mindset, and is making his stamp in the boxing world, one fight at a time.
We're so lucky to have him here underneath the Island Fights banner, his 3rd contest. He's fought Supreme Patty. He's fought Akoa, 2 social media influencers himself. This time he fights Chris Wright, who is a fighter, fights MMA, fights boxing. He's been under this banner around 5 to 6 times. This is his toughest contest to date.
Yeah, and Wright is coming forward. Wright, again, has a chip on his shoulder, doesn't feel like Gabbana respects him, and has a point to prove. I looked over his social media when I was doing my research, you know, and he wanted this fight. He had been calling for this fight for months. So he went and sought after Gabbana here, and man, Gabbana looks clean, and his technical ability, his progression is really showing tonight. And he's got a lot of composure for someone that's only been boxing for 6 years. So much composure. And we talked about that, the patience. And even for himself, not just in the fight, but in the transformation in his life. You can't expect results right away. You have to chip at it day in and day out, and the results will eventually show.
So, Pearl, after that round 1, if you're in the corner of John Gabbana or Chris Wright, what would you tell him to change up or adapt or keep things how they are?
I think that Gabbana has such beautiful long-range punches, and just to keep snapping them like his, keep snapping that jab, that 1-2. And for Wright, he needs to utilize his jab. He does not really have a jab, and you know, he's got some powerful strikes. You can see that. A little fancy feet here. Okay. Again, and there's the composure from Gabbana. He's doing a great job of staying composed,
letting Chris dance. Letting him move. Look, I think Chris is trying to get himself into this fight, trying to feel a little bit of a rhythm. He's kind of just been stuck out of place almost for the first round and a half.
He's having a hard time finding openings. Look, those are big strikes, big 1s and 2s from Gabbana. And that's the problem, is Wright is not finding any openings, and it's due to not having a jab. He's looking to counter.
Huge shot there by Gabbana.
Big overhand right. And that was because of the composure of Gabbana. He's not rushing this fight. He's not allowing for Wright to take him out of his fight game here. He's just staying tight and staying true to his technical skills and his technical abilities at this point in his career.
30 seconds left in round 2.
Beautiful pivot. A beautiful pivot by Gabbana there. And Wright's throwing heat here. He's not throwing light shots. These are heavy shots that he's throwing.
Oh, big shot there by Chris Wright. Gabbana's in a fight, right?
He is, and he's composed.
He looks, I think, dynamite.
Incredible progression in just 3 fights, 6 months.
Round 2 officially in the books. We will go to the final round.
Wright did a great job at the end of the second round of pressing forward and coming forward with his strikes, closing the distance. Gabbana's doing a fantastic job of staying long and rangy and patient and composed. And when you have a fighter that's technical and patient, you've got to make it ugly. You've got to come in and disrupt their rhythm, disrupt that composure in some sort of way, and you do that by pressing forward. You do it by throwing crazy shots and making it an ugly fight. And Wright did a great job of doing so at the end of that second round. But you got to believe, looking in the corners, of how composed.
It was, to me, a huge statement. Chris Wright looks in phenomenal shape, but Chris Wright was the one in that side-by-side, breathing a little bit hard, breathing a little bit heavy. John Gabbana was the one who just looked, you know, hey, this is a Sunday afternoon. What's next?
Composure. It's huge. And hats off to Gabbana for being so composed and rising to the occasion in this moment.
Both men throwing big shots here to start round 3.
Nice, clean 1s and 2s. That hurt. That right hand hurt Wright.
Back and forth they go. Huge shots.
Clean 1s and 2s. Clean 1s and 2s from Gabbana.
Barry Downs Jr.
So impressive to me is how composed Gabbana is. Gabbana's had his jaw broken severely and has been through traumatic experiences with getting hit, and none of that is affecting him in his fight today. None of that is affecting him in becoming this professional fighter that he's seeking to be. You know, and he's just wearing it and showcasing that he really is transforming himself into a true fighter.
Wow. Phenomenal story, phenomenal fight, phenomenal night here at Island Fight 72. Wright and Gabbana throwing bombs here towards the end of round 3.
Beautiful right hand. Great job by Gabbana of staying tight there, not allowing.
Here we go, 15 seconds left. Gabbana versus Wright.
Beautiful job. There you go. Nice job getting off the fence there. And Wright is just bringing the action to him. He's doing a great job of finishing this fight out and bringing putting heavy pressure on Gabbana here. Not being deterred at all by Gabbana's skills.
There it goes.
What a fight.
Great fight. Great fight. Because people, of course, when you see a social media influencer, or even we've seen, of course, with Jake Paul, and we've seen it with Logan Paul, and now with Gabbana, you know, could be pushing 3-0. They never get the respect they deserve outside the ring, of course, and inside the ring. To be a great fight.
And to not only overcome this moment in this fight, but to overcome all of the obstacles that Gabbana has been through. Drugs, you know, just the stardom, the crazy lifestyle, and to overcome all of that and still step inside of a ring against a fighter who is looking, as we see, to take his head off and fight with such composure and discipline is impressive. And hats off to Wright for not being at all intimidated by the stardom of Gabbana, for coming in here and really trying to win this fight and take Gabbana's head off like he said he was going to. But ultimately, I believe that it was the ones and twos from Gabbana that played big dividends in this fight.
Especially earlier, I thought Gabbana was beautiful, had beautiful boxing technique early in the fight. Towards the end, we were seeing the shots. We were seeing big, heavy haymakers, but cannot wait to see the results here. Island Fight 72, the co-main event, Wright versus Gabbana.
And you know, hats off to Gabbana. Again, only been fighting for 6 months, and Wright has been fighting much longer and does mixed martial arts. 6 years. Impressive. Both gentlemen, what a great fight. Both display of skills by both men and heart.
All right, we go to our ring announcer, Christopher James, with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the bout identically, 30-27. For your winner, by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, John Gabbana!
What a fight. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with your winner, John Gabbana. John, what an impressive display of progression, of composure, of skills. How do you feel about your performance?
I feel good. First off, I want to thank God. I want to thank my beautiful girlfriend, Victoria Rose. I think she understands right there. She right there. I want to thank all my friends and family who came. I got people who drove 5 hours to come and support me. I just want to thank everybody, all the fans, and I love everybody. It's a blessing.
Oh my goodness, your ones and twos played a huge dividend in this fight. Was that the game plan coming into this fight, was to utilize your long range punches?
It wasn't. I was trying to get more so to the body, because I know he don't handle pressure good. So I tried to get an inside, but he used his long range pretty good. So I really couldn't get in the inside like I wanted to, but I went back to the 1-2 and it worked.
He did. He had a lot of forward pressure. He had a lot of forward momentum coming into this fight. He was swinging for the fences. He was coming for your head. And ultimately, it was that composure, that patience that you and I talked about before this fight that really played a big role in the success of your fight tonight. Was any of his shots, did any of them faze you at all?
Nah, not at all. I ate them. It was pretty good looks, but it ain't do nothing.
3 fights in 8 months. What is next for you, John?
Oh, I'm gonna go back home and get back in the gym, ready for the next fight.
Well, we are absolutely loving the improvement here. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, your winner, John Gabbana.
Congratulations, what a night. John Gabbana, undefeated, 3-0, all under the Island Fights banner. There's John talking with the CEO of Island Fights, Dean Toole, the man behind it all. All right, guys, we have one more fight. Island Fight 72. Here we go. The main event for the featherweight championship. Sebastian Grant, Josh Mayo, MMA 145-pound strap. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pensacola, do me a favor and make some noise. It is now time for your main event of the evening. Please welcome Sebastian David Grant. And now, please welcome his opponent from the red corner, Josh Mayo.
And the tail of the tape right here for the featherweight championship. 8-1 for Josh Mayo, age of 23, 5'11", 71, 146. Sebastian Grant, 5-8 is the record, age of 31, 5'9", reach 61 and 145. Guys, this is for the championship. This is for the featherweight Island Fights Gold. This is Christopher James.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. Brought to you by Regenerative Labs up in our party deck. This one is MMA. It is three-minute rounds in the Island Fights featherweight division. And this one is for the Island Fights Featherweight Championship. Right now, boys and girls, it is time to meet our fighters. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, standing 5'9" and weighing in at 145 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 8 wins and 5 defeats. Representing World Boxing, please welcome the one and only Sebastian Saucy Cyan Grant. And now, introducing his opponent, standing 6 feet even and weighing in at 145 pounds. Tonight, he comes to the ring with a record of 5 wins and 3 defeats. Representing American Top Team in D'Iberville, Mississippi, and Blake Singley Boxing Academy. From Mobile, Alabama, please welcome Josh, the Gulf Coast Gangster, Mayo. Fighters to the center for final instructions from our referee, Larry Downs Jr.
Y'all listen to my instructions at all times. If I tell you to stop, you stop, hold your position. Protect yourself at all times. Good luck, gentlemen. Touch them up. Back it up.
Pearl, this has a big fight feel.
It does, and it is a big fight. It's for the title.
Grant out of the blue. Mayo out of the red. Island Fights Featherweight Championship on the line.
Oh, wow. Grant immediately coming out to fight. You know, Grant is from St. Louis, and he's from the hood. He's from the streets, and he's fighting to get out of these. And so you've got to believe he's got a lot of heart and passion coming into this fight. This is a big moment for him and a big statement for him.
If you win the Island Fights Featherweight Championship, there you go. You move up. You move to whatever's next. Big step. Josh Mayo, multiple big wins underneath the banner, boxing and in mixed martial arts.
Oh.
Fights for the gold today. Big body kick by Mayo.
Big body kick. So composed here. And he said we were in for a treat yesterday when we talked to him, Dave.
We did. We had a fun talk. We had a fun interview with Josh Mayo. He's been at the tender age of 23, has been through so much already in his life, so much in the professional career, so much already in mixed martial arts. Says he loves to travel to win belts. He loves to take the prize from his opponents.
Yes, and Wright doing a great job here. He got the takedown, got a nice little can opener happening here to break the guard open of Mayo. Mayo's looking and fishing for some sort of triangle or armbar.
There you go, Pearl. Coming in tight.
Oh, going for an armbar here. It looks like, let's see, is it belly down?
Wow!
Oh my goodness, great job by Wright here to get his leg in there. He needed to get his leg in to stop this armbar, and he did it. Let's see if Mayo can adjust. Oh, and he's out. Fantastic job by Wright. And look, looks like he's got a triangle of his own. He's up trying to set up. Okay. Great scramble there by Mayo. Nice job getting back to his feet here. And you know, we got to give a big shout out to Mayo, who is a paramedic and a fireman. So thank you so much, Mayo, for your service.
Action right in front of us.
Yes, and Mayo did such a fantastic job of getting on top here, finding a way to get on top. He's utilizing heavy head pressure here Although Wright has actually a little short little arm bar type.
Action's right in front of us. Grant on the bottom. Josh Mayo on top.
Fighting past the guard here. Great job by Mayo to get past it and right into full guard.
10 seconds left of round 1.
Great job
Mayo's throwing out shots.
by Mayo to utilize his forearm and post. Oh, great job there.
Wow. Action-packed round 1. Grappling strikes, body strikes, leg kicks. We've seen it all there in round 1, Pearl.
Yeah, it was a beautiful first round for both gentlemen. Wright came out, got the takedown, did a fantastic job on top. But Mayo weathered the storm, looked immediately for submissions, found his opening, found his sweep, got on top, and started to inflict some damage at the end of that round. Great way to finish the round by the champ.
Wow, how close is this?
That was a tight arm bar, but Wright did such a great job there of getting that leg in there. You have to, and he did a great job. You can see his other foot is pressing on the tricep of Mayo there, as well as getting that knee in there, which really stopped the right arm of Mayo being able to utilize leverage and get that arm bar. It was a fantastic job by both fighters.
There we go, guys. 1 round officially in the books. Round 2.
I love Mayo's skirt, by the way. Great choice of fight gear.
Wins on the fight gear of the night right there, Josh Mayo. Oh, caught the leg kick. Grant's coming in.
Oh, beautiful job fishing for underhooks there. Oh, beautiful job there. Beautiful pummel.
Oh, nice left there by Josh. Beautiful boxing. On top, looking for a guillotine here.
Oh, beautiful job by Sebastian here to get that arm over Mayo's shoulder.
He's out. He's out, Pearl. Josh Mayo just submitted Sebastian Grant.
What a performance. Wow. And Sebastian did everything right in that moment, in that position. He got his arm over the shoulder. That was a great job trying to nullify that choke, but Mayo with the vicious squeeze.
That guillotine was tight.
Impressive.
It gets the win. Captures the championship. And our new Island Fights featherweight champion, Josh Mayo. Here's the chokeout replay right here, Pearl.
See, Sebastian did such a fantastic job of getting the arm in. Where he failed is he didn't get his hips in.
There he goes.
But Mayo didn't give him any room, any opportunity to get his hips underneath him. Fantastic performance by Mayo.
Wow. The CEO of Island Fights with the championship belt. What a performance.
Great job. I mean, it was a great fight by both fighters. Sebastian should not walk out of here with his head down. He brought the fight. He came in here. He put Mayo through some adversity, got caught in a slick submission, and did a fantastic job of trying to defend it. But Mayo found that window and did not allow anyone to take that from him.
Here's Christopher James for the last time of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, our referee, Larry Downs Jr., steps in and calls a halt to the bout at 1 minute and 15 seconds of round number 2, declaring your winner by submission due to a standing guillotine. He is now the Island Fights featherweight champion, Josh the Gulf Coast Gangster Mayo!
What a scene here at Island Fight 72. Confetti, championships.
What a
And now Pearl
performance.
Gonzalez.
I am here with your winner,
What a guillotine. Were you at all surprised by the takedowns and the forward pressure of Sebastian?
Yes, ma'am. He was a good fighter. He was a great fighter. Any person that comes and fights me is a fucking horrible motherfucker. But hey, sit down in your seats, because the 145-pound champ you're about to meet. See, there were none before me, there will be none after me. Therefore, that makes me the one and motherfucking only. See, I'm single and I'm ready to mingle. I'm certified, I'm bona fide, and I'm damn well doubly qualified to bring you, the people of Pensacola, a whole lot of action and straight up gangster satisfaction. You see, I'm your hype man and your love man. I'm your singer and your poet, and damn sure you truly know it. So I'm your writer and I'm your fighter, and tonight I'm all that your girl desires. So you better stay tuned for more knockouts coming to you soon. And as I said, across many, many moons, you better keep on watching the news, because 251 on the move. And Mobile, Alabama, every time I fight, is deep in the motherfucking room. Roll Tide and hell yeah!
Hell yeah. Fantastic performance. Ladies and gentlemen, your champion.
I want to thank Max Mustaki. If it wasn't for him, I would have never hit that guillotine. That man was with me, him and Blake Singley. Even though they weren't physically here, they were ill. They were with me spiritually every through. I want to thank all the people throughout my camp that helped me. I want to thank the Herndon residents for hosting me. I want to thank Brandon Thompson for giving me special supplements in order for me to sleep. Thank God and hell yeah.
Amen.
Don't forget to join us tonight for our official Island Fight 72 after party at Intermission. That's where we're partying.
I am here with Sebastian Grant. What a performance. You came in, you went for the fight, you got some great takedowns, got in good positioning. You did a fantastic job defending that guillotine as well. But ultimately, you know, it was a learning lesson tonight.
Oh yeah. Thank all y'all for coming out tonight. I came all the way from St. Louis. Unfortunately, I didn't get the dub. But hey, Mayo. I want that rematch with you, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's run it back.
Absolutely.
Let's run it back, bro.
Let's run it back.
Thank you for a fantastic performance, Sebastian.
Let's send it back to David Van Auken at ringside. Take it away, DVA.
All right, guys, there we go. Island Fight 72 officially in the books. There we go. Like always, Island Fights undersells. We over-deliver. Head kick knockouts, first round submissions, boxing heavyweights, Muay Thai, kickboxing, and tonight a new Island Fights featherweight champion of the world. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Pensacola Bay Center, Dean Toole, CEO, Pearl Gonzalez, myself, Dave Van Auken. Thank you so much. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.